Hello, hello, and happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. So today is a great day. Today is Sunday. Here in Ohio, where I am, the sun is shining. The snow has stopped. It's a little chilly. I'm in an enclosed space. I have the door closed so my daughter can't peek in. And so, so as I'm getting like allergies or something like from the dust, I guess, kind of kicking in. And my house is not that dusty. So, but you have your little, furnace vents or whatever. So anyway, but I'm here. I'm ready. I have some tissue if I need it. I still have curls. Look at these curls. They lasted overnight. I didn't even do anything to the curls. They're just hanging in there. You get it? Hanging in there. So how are you guys? Today we are going to the TDEE calculator. I want you to grab your computer or use your phone. I'm going to actually recalculate my calorie deficit calories, and see what that looks like. I haven't done that in a while, so I want to kind of recalibrate. But I know people are interested in doing that, so we're going to start off with that. This episode is just my weekly, this live is just my weekly update, just to let you know how I'm doing for the week and, where I'm at as far as my weight loss. And on the thumbnail, I titled the thumbnail 10 milligrams. It's 10, my friend. So has 10 milligrams been my friend? That's an interesting question. I don't know if anybody has been on 10, but sometimes 10, 10 had not been treating me so hot. So I don't know. But Debbie, good morning. You said PM morning. Okay. Well, it's 2 p.m. here. So hello, good morning. Good afternoon. Happy Sunday. Oh, Nadia, thank you. Lakeisha, hi. Hey, Mindy. So thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. So have you guys ever gone to the TDEE calculator? Because if not, you could just go along with me and help me. But if you're interested in seeing what your calories look like, what the calorie deficit is, so we're going to look at what you would need to just maintain your weight, what you would need if you were actually cutting back, which I'm trying to cut that 500 calories a day. And then what you would need if you were trying to bulk up. So like if you wanted to become, a bodybuilder, gain a lot of muscle, how many calories you would need. And so we're going to walk through that. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about 10. And then I'm going to share my weight, and then we're out of here. Today, I will not be going to gymnastics. My daughter she has like a tummy ache. She has, she's just not feeling so hot. So I told her we would reschedule for later this week. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to reschedule. So I won't have to do that. But I'm looking forward to, just relaxing today, maybe working on some little videos and just not doing a whole lot of anything, right? Just relaxing. So are you guys ready? Do you want to go to this what is it called? The TDEE calculator. Let's go there. It'll be interesting to see how many calories I should be eating. I'm telling you, I'm eating close to 1,600, and I think I should cut that back. But let's see. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. You were able to last night, so that was good. Okay, so let's go to this calculator. We're going to share that. So I don't know if you guys are following along. Just type in TDEE calculator, and it's the first one that comes up. And if you notice, there are a lot of different ones, like calculator.net, don't go there. Calculator, online.net, don't go there. Calculator, understand your total daily energy, don't go there. Go to this first one. Now, if yours doesn't pop up as the first one, just make sure it says TDEE calculator. All right, so I hope you guys can hear me. Let me go back. Can you guys hear me? Hey, Delilah. Can you guys hear me and see the screen? I'm just making sure you can hear and see. Can you let me know in the chat if you can hear me and see that screen when we go to the TDEE calculator? Some of you may have clicked off on your phones to go to it too. I'm not sure. Let me see. Let's see. Can you see the screen? Okay, yes, and hear me. Hey, Nia. and hear me. Okay, you're saying yes. Okay. All right. So, okay, I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure. Because I can't tell. Okay, so I'm gonna make it bigger again. Um, oh, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna go back to where I was at. Here I am. Okay, so here I am in the calculator. I'm going to click on that. So when you click on that, it says learn how many calories you burn every day. And so I don't use the metric. I stay in the where it's telling you the pounds and inches. So it's called the imperial. I'm going to click female because I'm a female. Now I've already used it, so you can see my age, but I was using it when I was 51 and then I turned 52. So I'm going to click 52, but you could just type in your 52. For pounds, I'm going to put in 254. I could put in 255, just to round up, but um, I'm just going to put in 254. And then my height, I am 5'4.5". I used to be 5'5" and I shrunk, which we know as you age, you shrink. So I'm going to put 5'4". I'm going to go with the smaller one. Now this one, I just put, you could put sedentary or light exercise. I'm going to put sedentary for right now because I can always, make that adjustment. So I'm going to do, this sedentary office job for right now. I probably could do the light exercise 1 to 2 days a week. Moderate exercise is your 3 to 5 days a week. Heavy exercise is 6 to 7 days a week. And then if you're an athlete, you're working out like twice a week. So I always put in sedentary. Now, if I happen to, pick up my exercise a lot more, I would just go in and change that, in which during my break, I plan to, kick it up a notch. So I would just go in and change that. But for the purposes of this, I'm going to leave it there. And then it says body fat percentage. I don't ever put that in. It says optional and I don't, but if you feel comfortable putting yours in, I really don't feel like mine is very accurate. My Renpho scale gives me that, but I don't know how accurate it is. So I don't really, I don't really use that. So let's calculate. Bam. Okay, so here we go. So it says you are 52. You are a 52-year-old female who is 254 pounds, 5'4", being sedentary. And, so I could go in and change that. And, if I wanted to, and, maybe real quickly, I could go in and put in another, movement, but it says you left the body percentage blank. A more accurate formula is used to estimate your TDEE when you know it. To learn your body fat percentage, they tell you, you can go to Amazon and get it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep it the way it is. So it says based on your stats, you can see I need 2,097 calories a day just to maintain my 254. Now, if I get 14,676 calories a week, that sounds like a lot, doesn't it? I'll still be maintaining. Now, I like over here, even though I didn't put in the different, categories of how mobile I am and how much exercise I'm getting, it does say it gives me the option. So if I were to do light exercise, I would be at 2407. So look how many more calories you can eat based on movement. So I can eat close to 300 something calories, almost 4, based on being moving around. Same over here. I could eat 300 more calories if I picked up my exercise. So if you want to eat more, you just work it out. I love how they show you that. It's telling me my ideal weight is 120 to 129 pounds. Okay, so good luck with that, but I'll take it. This says my BMI is 43.6, which means you are classified as obese. Well, thank you for that information. So look, in order for me not to be obese, I would really have to get down to this 120 and 129. That's why so many Americans are obese, because they're not at that ideal weight, which they, calculate, your ideal weight based on your BMI. So if I got to even 29 or 29.99, I would have to get there. I would still be even overweight. So you're not at a normal weight unless my BMI would be 18.5 to 24.99. I think that is so interesting. So interesting. So all these people slimming down and they still don't have that BMI. You're still considered by the medical community obese or even overweight. So yeah, that's kind of eye-opening when you look at it. Okay, so let's scroll down. So we're all here. Are we here? I'm gonna go back to the chat just to make sure everybody's with me. Hey, oh, we have some more people coming in. So we have Mia. Hey, Mia. We have Delilah. We have Kim J. We have She is Tamika. And we're recalculating my calorie deficit, right? So I'm trying to be in a calorie deficit and I need to recalculate that. All right, so here we go. We have, so down here it says maintenance. So I don't want to be in maintenance, right? So if I were in maintenance, they would tell me I need to eat 150, grams of protein, 82 grams of fat, and 183 carbs. That's a lot of carbs. Like that's if I was on a moderate carb diet. If I wanted to be on a lower carb diet, I would eat 210 grams, 93 grams, or 105 grams. If I wanted the highest amount of carbs, I wanted to carb it out and still be able to maintain. I could do 157 grams of protein. That's a lot of protein. I could do 47 fats and then 262 carbs. So you're picking up those carbs, but you're also increasing. No, you're decreasing that protein. That's why I always say when you eat increased protein, something else has to go, right? Because that's that's more calories that you're not eating. So you have to compensate somewhere else. All right, so here, if I wanted to cut, so that's just my maintenance. So you see 2,097 if I'm just maintaining per day. Cutting calories, so this is where I want to be. Now, I want to cut. So I could either do my moderate carbs to cut, I could do lower carbs, or I could do higher carbs. So I want to do cutting. So it says these values reflect your cutting calories. So I should be eating 1597. So that's close to where I was at before. I was at 1665, I believe. So I didn't have to cut that much more out, which is a 500 calorie per day deficit from your maintenance of 2,097 calories per day. So here we go. So 120 grams of protein, 62 grams of fats, and 140 carbs. So I could eat up to 140 carbs. Now, if I were, this is why I'm down to the 80 carbs, like I tell you guys, because I try to go with this lower carbs, which means I should be upping my protein. And I'm going to tell you, I do not get that. 160 grams of protein, 71 grams of fat, and 80 carbs. So I get between 80 and 100 carbs on a good day. And then, of course, if I was going with the higher carb option, look how the protein changes. My protein went down, my fats went down, and my carbs went up. So if you were eating higher carbs, and they give you a percentage, 30, 20, 50 for the higher carbs, the lower carb, 40, 40, 20. So you can see, your lower percentage here. And then moderate carb is 30, 35, 35. So I usually try to do this, but I never get that 160 grams of protein. The most I get is probably closer to the 120. So that just tells me I need to step up my game. And then, of course, if you scroll down, they give you some more things to try. They give you a food scale. Of course, Amazon is in on this. You go to Amazon and get it. A bathroom scale, the MyFitnessPal app. And then they tell you some supplements we should be taking, omega-3 fish oils, vitamin D. So it's a nice little calculator. Now, let's see if I wanted to bulk up, which haven't heard anybody in here say they want to bulk up. But if I wanted to bulk up, I would just, everything gets stepped up a notch. You can see how those numbers climbed up. But I want to be here. I don't want to get people off on that tangent. I want to be here at cutting. So this is what I'm aiming for. So I'm going to write this down. So my calories are 1,597. My protein is 160 is what I'm aiming for. My fat is 71 and my carbs are 80. And I guess, fiber doesn't change. That's supposed to be 25 grams. So I'm going to try to, hit those goals. So that is it. So did anybody else in here try to calculate theirs? Anybody else try to calculate their, or you already knew what your calorie deficit was? All right, so let's go to Delilah says, I use an app on iOS called MaxBud with, it will recalculate your TDEE as you lose. I love it. It also has an AI food tracker where you could take a photo and it calculates it all. It's cool for me. It's cool for lazy me. I love that. You know, I saw an app they were advertising. I can't remember where I saw it, but they were advertising this app that you took a picture of your food and it calculates everything up. And I thought, how convenient! How convenient! I love that. So I'm gonna write this down. You said it's max, but is it a cost to it, Delilah? I wrote that down, max, but okay, okay. Hey Kim J. Hey, she is Tamika. Hey, Alonda. Mindy says, I never know if I'm eating enough. I aim for 1450, but TDEE says I should eat around 1870. So I wonder how much activity, Mindy, are you putting in your calculator? I could eat more if I, added more exercise. Delilah says, it's a cold day. I'm over here with 20 calorie black coffee. Oh my goodness. What was I eating? Is that Dallas? Am I off on that Fort Wayne? I don't know. Am I? I can't remember. Delilah, does Max Blood cost much? Yeah, that's what I was asking. What is the cost for it? Mindy says, I think most TDEE calculators use calories to maintain. You need to cut 500 from the given amount. I think she said that's what she was doing. So did you cut? Well, maybe not, because if they told you 1800, then Mindy, you would cut 500 from there, right? So how did you get to your number of 1450? So minus your 500 would be 1370, Mindy. But did your doctor put you at that amount of calories? Okay. Delilah says, Debbie, they do have a paid version, but I use the free and it works great. Well, as long as you're using it, okay, I thought so. Dallas, Fort Worth. Yeah, one of my besties lives in Dallas. She lives in Dallas. Mindy says, I train every day, so I put moderate exercise. Okay, yeah. So I figured you were. So that's why you could eat more calories. Perfect. Kim J says, yes, I use the TDEE just as a reference though. Okay, so yeah. And I don't know how accurate it is, but I do think it has helped me. So I know I've been to some lives where people try to get on there with people on the live and it didn't work out so hot. And so just for new people coming in or popping in, you go to the TDEE calculator. I'm going to show you how it looks when you first get on there, because there's so many. It's like a list. And I always click on my Google, the first one comes up. I don't know that, other ones do, but if you click on some of these other ones, they don't give you what this calculator gives you. They don't give you the bulk up. So, I'm going to, again, just put my age in real quick, my weight, and I've been in here before, so it kind of knows me. And then I put sedentary, and then I'm going to calculate. I didn't put a body fat. And so really those are your stats. So my maintenance calories are 2,296. And the scary thing about this is, gosh, when you I don't know if you guys ever first went to this, but when I first went to this, I thought, geez, oh man, I must have been eating a lot, because to me, 2,296 sounds like a lot of calories. But I think back, my cousin used to always say, I don't know why you have gained so much weight. Like, he lived here for a while, for some years. And he would say, I don't know why you gain so much weight, because you really don't eat a lot. But when I was thinking of what I do eat, I was eating those high calorie meals. And one of my meals could probably be 3,000 calories just for dinner. If you're eating everything fried and fast food. So no wonder, a lot of bigger people will say that, people who have weight, they don't really eat a lot. But in actuality, you're not eating a lot as far as bulk, but you're eating a lot of calories. And that's where it gets you. So that was me. That was me with all my fast food, fried food. Mindy says, it says I need to eat 2,370 to maintain. Subtracting 500 gives you that 1,870. Oh, okay. All right. So that's where you started. Oh, okay. Wow. Doesn't it sound like so many calories? Jeez Louise. Nia says my TDEE says 1,270 or 1,270. I put sedentary even though I work out 5 times a week. I'm 7 pounds away. My doctor wanted me to lose. My doctor wanted me between 1,300 and 1,500. So I do 1,270 or less. All right, that's a good plan. That's a good plan. I always put in sedentary too, because I always feel like there's some times when you're probably not going to do it, workout, or you can't get to the workout. So I always like to just be on the safe side with that. Plus, it also makes me feel comforted knowing I could be eating, more too. Delilah says, I eat, let's make this a little bit bigger. Delilah says, I eat 1/4 of what David eats and he doesn't gain at all, yet I do. We can cook or even order the exact same. I'll have maybe 1/4. He'll eat everything and I gain and he'll lose or stay the same. It pisses me off. Yeah, a lot of people have that experience. I don't know. Maybe his metabolism is just not jacked up. Maybe his metabolism is great. He's just burning. Does he work out? Because if he has muscles, he's also burning more calories there too. Kim says, yes, I think TDEE is a great resource, but when on a GLP-1 medication or have gotten gastric bypass surgery, it's difficult to reach those macros. That is so true. That is so true. It is so hard for me. So I need to set that goal of trying to get 160 grams of protein. What I could do is make my breakfast, protein heavy. I was hearing, some of these content creators talk about they're getting 50 and 60 grams of protein in their breakfast. So even they're off to a good start with their day. That is not me. I am not getting that. So today I had a spinach omelet. So I had spinach. I made it at home. Spinach, onions. I had green peppers. And my daughter loves my eggs, whether I make an omelet or scramble them or however I cook them. But she couldn't eat any because she's having a tummy ache. So spinach, onions, green peppers I had in there. And then I had 3 turkey sausage links, right? Sausage links. So I have to figure out how much protein that was. And if I could have topped it off with a protein shake, but I did not. So if I eat that or kind of something like that, or maybe eat a boiled egg or 2 boiled eggs, because I might not have time. I won't have time to prep and make an omelet like that. I would have sprinkled some cheese in it, but I didn't have cheese. But if I would have had that cheese, that's a little bit of protein too. But I just think cheese is extra fat I don't need. But that cheese is a possibility of adding to it too. So that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start that habit now that I'm on vacation. And then I just have to meal prep and get, cooked enough turkey sausage and turkey bacon for the week. And then the egg, I can just cook as I go. Like I could boil some eggs at night and, every couple of days make those. But I'm going to really work on getting that protein in before I start my day, because that's where I'm slacking. I could tell. Mia says, what all your doctors say about grams of protein, how many they say you should have. I've gotten various numbers. I just go back based on this. My doctor said 30 grams per meal and, eat 3 meals a day. So that's about 90, but that's nowhere near what, you hear you should be getting. And then when I look at this calculator, it's not. And my doctor says, well, if you were lifting weights or strength training, 4, 5, 6 days a week, she would pick up the protein, but right now she would not, even though she told me to do something light. So on a good day, I get 120, but this is telling me I need 160. And that's because I'm lower carb. So if I ate more carbs, I can eat less protein. But I don't know. I don't think that's going to help my weight loss goals here. Delilah says he works outdoors and moves so much more than I do, but he also does not have inflammation disorders or insulin resistance as I do, and doesn't have hormonal fluctuations like I do, being a woman. So yeah, already you're at a disadvantage. So don't compare yourself. Mia says, Dr. Vickery, a well-known expert, says you should have 1 gram of protein per ideal body weight. So I try for 140 per day. So that means that I would have to be eating 185 and I can't even get in the 160 that I'm going to work on. I'm not going to say I can't. I haven't gotten in the 160 and I haven't even really tried hard. So I'm going to put some effort into that. Mindy. Okay, Mindy. Oh, wait a minute. Mindy has 122 grams of protein already, and it's 2:00. Is it 2:00 where you live, or are you 10 hours ahead of me? So we want to know, what did you eat today? What did you eat? That is awesome. I mean, you've already met your goal. So yeah, help us out. Help me out. My doctor says 1 gram of protein for 1 pound for me, and that's a ton. Yeah, that's just a lot. Alonda's saying, wow, Mindy. Hey, Alonda. Delilah says, yes, Mindy, mine says the same. 122 by 1 p.m. Geez, it's good for you. Yes. I mean, that is amazing. I was told 120 to 140 per day. I actually range between 100 and 120. And Alonda, you're somebody who gets a lot in during that morning. So yeah, you're getting a lot in to start your day. Lakeisha says she gets 100 per day. I think that's a nice amount. I'm around that too, Lakeisha, but I need to step mine up. Mindy says I'm in Charlotte. It's Eastern time. I was kind of being silly, but what do you eat? What do you eat? Because I'm like 122 already. I mean, I love that. I'm gonna calculate mine. I don't know. I want to say mine should be close to 45 or 50 because I ate spinach, a spinach omelet. I had onions and green peppers. I had 3 turkey sausage. Well, maybe not because the 3 turkey sausage, they didn't seem, I probably could have ate more. They were so tiny. They're like from the farmer's market. They make them there. So it's not like those little frozen links that shrink up. It's not those. So okay, so Mindy says she had Greek yogurt and an egg which for breakfast, chicken for lunch, and then a protein bar for snack, amino acids. Very good. So, oh yeah, so I keep forgetting. I don't know why I'm thinking it's morning. So it is lunch. So you've eaten your 2 meals. So goodness gracious. And I'm pretty sure you're going to have a protein and a veggie for dinner. So yeah, you're up there. So I need to model that if I want to get to that 160 or even get to 150. I'll take that. All right, Delilah. Okay, Mindy, excellent job. Excellent job. Do you guys get that? Mindy said she had Greek yogurt, she had an egg which for breakfast. And I want to say those egg whiches are like little frozen sandwiches, or the 2 eggs that are between a meat, like some sort of meat. Is that true, Mindy? And then chicken for lunch, a protein bar for snacks. So she's utilizing those protein bars and amino acids. Okay, very good, very good. Delilah, I've had like 30 grams, but I haven't actually had food yet. Okay, all right, very good, very good. So once you eat, you're gonna bring that up. Kim J, it's best to ask your doctor or your nutritionist for a specific because it really depends on your weight and your health. Yes, yes. So Mia, you might want to ask that too. And I know you're going in for that surgery. I would just ask them there too, even though that's not your primary doctor. A lot of times those nurses and doctors come in and they will answer your questions. They'll probably tell you to, talk to your doctor. But you can also get feedback from them as well. The ones that are doing your surgery. Egg which is egg patty buns with sausage and cheese inside. Yeah, so it's no bread. It's the egg which is because the egg is like, operating as your bread. Sounds pretty yummy. Better safe because Kim J says better safe because you don't want other issues to come up. Yes, yes. And then Delilah says, Mindy, that sounds delicious. Now, where do you get those, Mindy? Is there a store that you get those egg whiches from? I don't think I've ever seen those. The only ones I've seen are, and I actually have some in. I think I have one more left. I have a Jimmy Dean's. It comes on an egg McMuffin. I want to say it's kind of like a wheat one, and it has egg, cheese. I kind of take the cheese off, and it has a turkey sausage. But I feel like it's so shriveled up. It's not fresh. But if it's a last minute resort and I need something quick, it's like a go-to. But I have one more left and I don't plan on buying any more of those. But that's like I said, it's good if you are on the go. Mia says, okay, I will. He's super hot. So I get lost talking to his cute self. That is so funny. That is so funny. That reminds me, I was telling, I had a friend recommend someone else to come and speak to my students. And this guy was like a coach and all that. And so, I'm talking to him and I said to him, I made a comment to him like, I'm looking for a personal trainer and I'm looking for somebody to personal train me. Do you have any recommendations? Because mind you, he's working out, he's buff, so so he says, oh yeah. So he says, I'm going to send you his information. So he sent me his information, and when I tell you this was like a nice looking man, I told him, I said, no, you got to send me a female or somebody that's not nice to look at, because I would be so distracted by this trainer. He would be showing me how to do, biceps curls, and all I would be doing was checking out his biceps. So I'm like, no way, Jose. So needless to say, I never contacted that trainer. He was just too good looking. Mindy says Red's egg wedges are the cheapest. They're at Costco's. Okay, I might have to try that. At Costco's. Diana. Well, let me pronounce your name right. Diana. I don't know. Am I pronouncing it right? But I love that name. Hey, ladies, I had 59 grams of protein for breakfast, but I'm too stuffed to eat anything else and will have to force myself to eat something for dinner. Yes, that's 59 grams of protein for breakfast. So you have to share with us, too, if you don't mind, what you ate. Oh, my goodness. That's a lot. But I can see how it would make you stuffed. Kim says if you're over 300, they don't expect you to eat. If you're over 300 pounds, you mean, they don't expect you to eat 300 grams of protein. Well, I would hope not, because how would you get all that in there? That's a lot of protein. If you're a carnivore, I don't know, anybody in here a carnivore? If you're a carnivore, they have to be getting a lot of protein in, because that's pretty much all they're eating is protein. I mean, and like meat protein. Let's see. Alonda saying, thanks, Mindy, for sharing that. Jimmy Dean makes some too, but I don't like them as well. Well, those are the ones I'm talking about that I eat from Jimmy Dean. They do have the bread, though. And like I said, they're not bad if you just needed something quick, but it's on an Egg McMuffin. It has an egg, cheese, and turkey sausage. And I don't love it. I mean, but like I said, it's decent if you need something quick and on the go. Delilah says, Mia, I will often send my email so I won't get distracted by their fine self, and I won't forget. That's an option. That is an option. That's an option. Kim J, yes, it's your ideal body weight, not your current weight. Okay, very good, very good. That probably is too much for anybody to digest. Oh, for sure, for sure. And Mia saying she agrees with that. And then Delilah is saying, I like to meal prep my own egg bites, cottage cheese, eggs, cheese, spinach, and blend up as well. Then I add cooked bacon or sausage or ham. Yes, yes. I saw somebody making some egg, what they call them, mini egg, what do you call that? A souffle. I think it's kind of like a souffle. What do you call that when you make eggs? It's like a kind of like a casserole. There's a fancy name for it, and I can't think of it right now. Quiche, like a quiche. I used to make quiche. I haven't made that in a while, so we shall see. Agreed, Delilah. And even when your ideal weight, if you have, say, kidney disease, you may not be able to eat that amount of your ideal weight. Yes, and that's why it's great to talk to your doctor. I'm gonna call her Day because I don't want to mess up Dayana. I think it's Dayana. That's such a cute name. Being a teacher, you hear all kind of names, and I've never heard that name, so I love it. I ate 3 slices of turkey bacon, 2 eggs, protein powder with collagen peptides, and water. Okay, let me take that in slowly. 3 slices of turkey bacon, 2 eggs, protein powder. See, that's where I fell short. I should have drank that protein shake, but I could drink it after I'm done here, because that would have gave me probably close to 50 grams of protein. All right, very good. Okay, thank you for that. You just reinforced that I'm not doing so bad. Alonda says, DD, I have 2 of those Jimmy Deans at work in the freezer for backup. Yes, quick and easy. That's good to keep it at work. Frita. Okay. I don't know what that Frita means. Oh, you're talking about what I said, the casserole. Yeah, but I was thinking more of like a quiche, too. But I don't know what this person called it. I just saw this egg recipe. It was very, very good. I said, since I'm, on vacation, I need to try some different things and, explore my little cooking a little bit more, because I have my go-to things that I make that's just quick. Frittata. Okay, frittata. No, it wasn't called that. I want to say it was a quiche. But I can't be sure. All right. So let's share my weight loss for the week. Let's add me to the stage. Delilah says there's a crust less quiche or frittatas. Yes, yes. I have to go back and see. I think I've saved it, the video, to go back and make it. So let's so here is my weight. So last week I was at 254.4. And then this week I'm at 254.8. So I'm up 0.4 pounds. And I'm not surprised by that. If you were on my live last night, I think I talked a little bit about that. You know, how I was just eating some snacks and things that I don't normally eat. I ate that was kind of big, a blueberry muffin. And so I was just hoping that I did not gain at all. I was hoping that I didn't gain anything. And so a pound, because I knew I had gained something. I felt like I had. I didn't know. I didn't even get on the scale, because normally if I get on the scale in the middle of the week, it's because I'm excited about, I feel like I'm losing. I feel thinner. You know, one of the things I noticed, it kind of tricked me and it went away, but I have a ring that I wear. And my ring was just, you know, it's moving now. But I mean, it was so loose yesterday. I said, is this trying to trick me and make me think that I'm probably lost for tomorrow? But sure enough, I was up 0.4. And so that, you know, I knew my calorie count was going to be up. Even though I don't feel like I ate more, I just ate a lot of things that were high in carbs and calorie. And so that's okay. I'm going to have to take that off. So what I did was I said, let me put up a non-scale victory, because we talked about that on the live last night. You know, if something doesn't go right with that scale, let's focus on the non-scale victory. So a non-scale victory for me is I'm wearing this shirt that I actually, just the fact that I even have the shirt on, I could not get in it. I cannot get in this shirt at all. It was super tight. And my arms wouldn't fit in the shirt. So this is a non-scale victory, that I'm wearing a shirt that was too small for me. So even though the scale did not, it went up 0.4 pounds. You know, I still have a non-scale victory to share. So that is my weight loss for the week. That is my weight loss for the week, or my weight little gain, I should say, my little update status. So, what I plan to do to get that off, that 0.4, and hopefully, you know, go back in the opposite direction, is I'm upping my protein. So I'm cutting my calories back. So I'm glad I did that on here. I'm cutting my calories back to 1597. So I always like to round off. So I'm going to say I'm going to do 1590, but 97. I'm also going to you know, up my protein game. And it says I should be eating 160 calories. So I'm going to try to get closer to that. I will try. Thank you for reminding everyone to hit the like button. Hit the like button. I see we have 21 people watching. So if you're out there watching in YouTube land, hit that like button. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited that I didn't gain more. I didn't even gain a half a pound. So I will take that as a victory. I put on this shirt. I was like, let me find something in my closet that I could not fit. And I have a whole section of that. And yeah, I was able to put this on and wear it. And, you know, I would actually wear it outside. It's pretty cute. If it's a nice fit. So, and I don't wear clothes that fit. So this is kind of fitting. But I usually don't wear clothes that fit. So I'm just feeling comfortable and like a little bit more going outside of my comfort zone even more. So that's a good thing. All right. So let's see what people are saying in the comments. I'm going to take that down. Hey, DD, that little 0.4 will be reduced in no time. You look amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I was just so glad it wasn't, 2 pounds. Oh, remember, you were talking about shoe sizes. I am now able to comfortably wear my Crocs with socks. I couldn't before. My feet wouldn't slide all the way in when I had socks on. So, yay. You know what? That is an awesome, non-scale victory. I remember when I lost 50 pounds before, I mean, my sandals could not fit. I could not fit my sandals. And now when I tried them on, my sandals, this was years ago. So now when I went back and did that, a lot of my sandals that couldn't fit, or like the strap wouldn't go around my ankle, I can fit them now. So your feet do change too. And like I said, I'm a size 10 because my feet are fat, well, my regular size is a 9.5. So I was only in 10s because of the width of it, your feet spread. And so that's another non-scale victory and a good feeling. I'm excited about that. Good for you, Delilah. Good for you. That's a good feeling. Yay, that's something awesome too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Those fingers letting you know you've lost some more inches. Yes, yes. And you know that water weight, inflammation. And I told you guys I'm perimenopausal. I haven't seen a cycle in months. It's been months. But the weird thing is, and I guess this is normal for, a doctor's perspective because they hear it all the time, but it's just weird for me is that I don't have a cycle, but I'm having all the symptoms of a cycle. I just think that is so odd. And so yeah, look at this ring. Just look how it just twirls around, comes on and off with ease. I love that. Um, let's see. Yeah, point four is just a good, I don't know. Oh, poop. I was like, I don't know what she's trying to say. Yes. She says that's why the ring is turning now. Yeah, so all that stuff makes you feel good. That's okay, Diva. You will start back losing again. Oh yeah, I'm going to be dedicated. I'm going to be working out. I weighed and lost 3 pounds, even not taking my injection since a week ago on Thursday. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And so I'm glad you did because you're going into that surgery and you need a positive mind frame. And so you got to really check in with us and let us know how you're doing once you have that surgery. Yeah. If I could just go, if I go, I'll be going sometime today, I'm sure. Yes, everybody's saying the same thing. Yes, I am losing inches, and that makes me feel good. That makes me feel good. I told you guys I have my one go outfit that I had my daughter take pictures. She's my official photographer, and I had her take pictures of me in the go outfit, and just I can't wait to show you when I actually lose and how it fits after lose into it. And so yeah, it's gonna be amazing. So that's another, way I'm trying to document things too. It's like taking pictures because I'm not a fan of pictures, whole body pictures. I'll take a selfie in a heartbeat, but I don't like to take whole body pictures. And so I'm learning. That was a sad thing for me. I remember making a video and I just teared up in that video and cried because I just thought like, geez, oh man, all these opportunities to take pictures with my daughter, the whole body pictures, I'm like, wasting. And now we take 1,000,002,003 selfies. I mean, we are the selfie queens. But yeah, so thank you guys. That makes me feel good. So let me see. I'm back here. Oh, thank you. Everybody's saying, great job. Thank you. Same shoe size changes. Yes, that's a non-skill victory. So those shoe sizes changes. Those are things you don't think about until it actually happens. Great non-skill victory. Hey, hey, hey. Elaine just got back from shopping. Oh my goodness, Elaine. Was it busy out in those shopping streets out there? Oh my goodness. Have I shopped? I have. Have I? Not like you guys are shopping, I don't think. I'm behind the 8 ball. Mia says, thanks, Mindy. Please pray for me. Oh, it's Friday morning. I will be having my ankle fusion redo. I'm going to be on a knee scooter for a month. Yeah, we're going to pray for you. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. And so, I'm in this, it is the weekend. So maybe today or tomorrow, I'm going to go through that box. Now I'm not rushing to get that box out to you because you told me that you won't even have anybody to get it for you until I think toward the weekend. So, okay. So yeah, I'm excited. When you get that box of clothes, you have to let me know how they're fitting. Hey, Elaine, everyone saying hi to Mia saying hi to Elaine. I think I missed somebody. Delilah says, even after a full hysterectomy and menopause, you can still have the same symptoms as a cycle, workout, and bleeding. Yes, you know what I mean? I'm like, that's just a bummer because I don't want that. Like, if I'm not having a cycle, I don't want the symptoms either, but I'll take the symptoms without the cycle because that's just been the worst symptom for me being perimenopausal. Hey, Elaine. No, I meant P because 0.4 pounds is just fluid retention. Yes. It's cold in Maryland, y'all. I bet you it is. Are you all done with your shopping, Elaine? Mia says, please know you're in our prayer journal. Awesome, Alonda. Kim J is saying, oh, yes. Hey, Mary, how are you? Is that your daughter in your profile pic? I love the profile pic. Hey, Elaine. Everyone's saying hey to Elaine. Great job, Mia. Elaine saying hello. Anyone used Me 360? I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna write that down though. You see how I have all kind of time. Just this idea of a vacation is just I'm loving it. So I'm like, oh no, I have time to actually like look things up and research things and those sort of things. So anybody knows what that is? Me 360. Delilah, of course you do. Can you tell us? Maybe you don't. I don't know. Maybe you're asking. Trust me, I ran in and ran out to get hubby's shoes. Okay. Yeah, we want to know what that is. I'm broke, not working for months. That's right. You haven't been working. No income coming in. So I bought some stuff from 7 to 11. 7-Eleven. Oh, from 7-Eleven. Oh, we had used. I don't know if we have a 7-Eleven around here. $20 off, $30 purchase. So Merry Christmas, David. Well, I'm pretty sure he understands. He understands. That's your granddaughter. Okay, cute picture. Cute picture. Yes, Mia, prayers are being sent up for sure. God has you. Got you. Mia, okay. M360 is a full body tracker. You take photos per the directions, and as you lose, it helps you see how far you've come. Now, is that a price for that? We want to know. I might have to check that out. Me 360. I bet you they charge. It might not be a lot, but it's probably is that like on the iPhone app? I love that. I love that. Me 360. Okay, so what are I know some of you were on here last night telling us your non-scale victories, your victories. Do we have any celebrations today? What are they? I'm celebrating being on vacation. I'm celebrating being 9 months, taking Mounjaro and surviving. It sounds like to say you've been doing something for 9 months, taking this medication, but so many people stop after 2 or 3 months. So all of us that have lasted on this, I would say if you lasted past 4 or 5 months, you're doing good. It's 6 months. If you can make it to 6 months, you probably have seen some sort of results. It might not be exactly what you wanted to, but I guarantee you, if you're, a diabetic, you've seen your A1C go down, maybe your blood pressure, if not the weight. So I am really celebrating that. I am celebrating that I have made it 9 months. So if you haven't checked out my video, my 9-month review, check it out. I mean, I talk about all things related to, my journey. And, my journey is not over. I feel like halfway would be a great way to say it, because I still have probably 60 or 70 more pounds ultimately to lose. But my next goal, I keep telling you guys, my next goal is to get down to 230. The last time I remember looking the way I like to look at myself in the mirror, I was 232. Now, I don't know if gravity is taking hold and I'm going to look that same way at 232, but that's my first goal, and I don't have a day time to get there. My second goal is to get to I think to get to 75 pounds. And then my third 75 pounds down. And then my third goal is to get to Wonderland. And then my final destination is to get to 100 pounds down. And so I'm looking forward to that. So hopefully you're not tired of seeing me, because I'm going to be around for a long time documenting this journey. I'm looking forward to it. All right. So Delilah says, I'm on iOS and I'm not sure about the Android, but there's a free version that I use. I love it. You got all things free. And if it's working for you for free, I'll take it for free too. I use that. It doesn't show you the photo. Okay, wait, this doesn't show you the photo, but it shows you like a model of you at your current size and past size, and has a future me. Okay, I'll take that too. I'm just going to try it out. It can't hurt. Alonda says, cool, thank you. I just took underwear photos this morning, looking at my changes. I don't post those. I'm going to go and look into Me 360. Yes, Alonda, I think that sounds like a great app. Now, Alonda, I haven't taken anything in my underwear, but my daughter, I took something in a sports bra. My daughter took that, and I had on the sports bra and some joggers. I would probably never post that. You don't remember? That's okay. I would never post that, but probably, post that. And who knows? I might. I might get down and look so good. I want you to see how I was looking before so I can look even better. But I don't think I'll be posting those either, at all. But it's a nice visual for you to see. So he said it's a cool app. Elaine says, congratulations to you, DD, and mine on 9 months. Yeah, so Elaine, we started together. We didn't even know we started together. That is so, so cool. That is so, so cool. Very good. So, if nothing else, we have fortitude, and we know we have fortitude, Elaine. We know all about that fortitude. But if nothing else, we stuck to it. So I would give yourself credit for that. Give yourself credit for that because, like I said, so many people after the first couple of months, they don't stay on these medications for whatever reason. They don't. And so, so many of us have, maneuvered and figured out a way to make it work and to stay on it and to stay consistent. And that's when you see results, consistency over time, right? Consistency over time. Mindy says, I've been up and down the same 2 pounds for weeks. Today, the scale finally went down and I'm down 83 pounds. Yay! Very good. Very good for you. I love that. I love that. Very good. 83 pounds. We will take it. We will take it. So yeah, you've been up and down. So you stuck with it. You stuck with it. I love that. You can do it, DD. Yes, 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 yes. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm not feeling like, the times I used to think like, well, when I first started Mounjaro, 50 pounds sounded like a lot. And I will be honest and say, I didn't see myself even coming this far. I thought, no, this doesn't work. I'm going to ditch this. By the summer, I was giving myself into the summer because in the summer I'm on vacation and I know I can really dedicate myself a lot more. And the thing of it is, it's so funny because when I started creating these videos on YouTube, instead of dedicating myself to working out, because my plan was to like get a trainer. Remember, I just talked about that. I was going to hire a trainer, and actually one of my former students is a trainer. And so I was going to contact her and hire a trainer. But I started putting all my energy, effort, and focus into YouTube, making these videos and learning things. And I just got so distracted. And so, yeah, so this summer I am probably going to hire a personal trainer just to check in with me and work out. That's my goal. So we shall see. But I'm trying to retire. So I don't even know if I'm going to have personal trainer money because I'm trying to retire in 2 years. So I'm on a retirement budget. So I don't know if that trainer is in my retirement budget, but we shall see. Delilah says, that's awesome, Mindy. Yes. Well, like, wait a minute. I think I missed something. My goal was to drop back to pre-diabetic in less than 5 months, and I'm not even pre-diabetic anymore. I went from 6.6 to 4.8. Yay! 4.8 is awesome. So you're not even pre-diabetic. So I went from diabetic to pre-diabetic. So I'm trying to get where you are. Very good. I love that for you. 4.8 is amazing, amazing, amazing. And you should feel better, because when my blood sugar level was up higher, I felt bogged down. Like I just felt bogged down. Like, I just was carrying a bunch of unnecessary things on my back. So I just can imagine you probably feel so much better. That's awesome, Mindy. Of course, that's awesome. Delilah, that's awesome. And, a lot of people don't focus on that A1C and that blood pressure. And when they're talking about these, these medications. And so let's focus on that because that is awesome. I mean, most people, I know I'm not on Mounjaro for weight loss. It just happens to be a side effect of it. I'm on Mounjaro, ideally, really, to bring my A1C down, and it's doing its thing with that. And so, yeah, the weight loss is just kind of like a side effect of that for me. But that's what shocked me into doing this because, I knew I needed to lose weight a long time ago. I didn't always know. I didn't always have a high A1C. I mean, the very first time I went over the pre-diabetic range, I was on it. I was just shocked. I was like, this cannot be. So, yeah, I have to give myself credit for that. Like Snoop Dogg, I got to thank myself for getting me on track. It's like, oh gosh, it's too funny. I will celebrate 9 months on January 3rd. Very good. So we're all kind of in that range together. Very good. Yeah, I feel like we all went to college together and didn't even know it. I was reading people only use Like 3 months. Yes. I can't even believe anyone would stop if it's covered by insurance. I cannot fathom their thought processes. Well, I think some people aren't feeling good. Some people don't even want to take an injection. That's a real thing too. People don't want to take an injection at all. So I think that was it. No, thank you. So I think that's a thing. But it sounds like people were experiencing some side effects that weren't pleasant. And so, for whatever reason, they didn't want to continue. Kudos, Delilah. 83 pounds. Yeah, that's awesome. 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 Congratulations, Mindy. I'm confused by that too, Delilah. Thanks, Kim J. Everyone saying thank you. Lakeisha's been on Mounjaro for 7 months. Yay! 7 months. Yes, 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 yes. So you are not a statistic as far as this medication. You're one of those people that stuck it out for the long haul. I love that, Lakeisha. Good for you. Dee Dee, me too. I was so hopeful but skeptical. Yes, 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 yes. Hopeful but skeptical. Yeah, I was just like, I don't know about this. But you get to the point where you got to do something. You know what I'm saying? You got to take a chance and do something. And I was at that point where I just felt I had to do something different. And so it's like one of the best decisions I've made. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. Delilah says some gyms will have a trainer sessions for free with your membership. Well, I don't belong to a gym anymore. I used to, and then I stopped. So my former student that's a trainer, I'm just going to contact her. She does work at a gym. I may have to join her gym, but it's far from where I live. So maybe she can meet me at the gym that's close to me, or she could, come to my house. I don't know how I'm going to do it, maneuver it, but I'll figure it out. But I might also, like I said, I have that nice looking guy trainer I could always call when I want to look at something nice to look at. Hey, Traces of Twan's live. She is here. She's saying happy Sunday. Delilah says, well, it's hard for me to tell what was making me feel so bad with all I had going on. And now I'm free from so much. I'm just feeling all physically better. It's the mental part that's hard. Yes, yes, yes. A lot of people say that mental journey is hard. And, it's been research, and a lot of people are saying that they have thoughts of harming themselves taking this medication. Some people say they're depressed taking this medication. And so I've read that, but I would love to know like where they started from. You know what I'm saying? Because if you were already feeling those things, I can imagine the medication is just not going to take that away. If you didn't have those feelings at all and they started by you taking the medication, I would be interested in knowing more about that. But the mental health is a serious thing. So, I don't know. Do you talk to someone? Is it related to these medications? Has it been before the medications? I love the idea. Somebody told me that in order for them to take this medication, they had to see a therapist. And I love that idea. You can always say no. And I don't know if the medication would have been refused, but I think it reminds me of people who have bariatric surgery and they say they had to talk to a doctor, get some sort of counseling, lose a certain amount of weight before they can even have the surgery. I think with these meds, that might be needed because what I was seeing in those Facebook groups, Reddit, I had to get out of those because people were so misguided, so misled. And the common sense kind of got outweighed by people just so desperate to take off the weight so fast. And they were just getting misinformation. And so, yeah, it's just kind of hard when you see that. And these were younger people who weren't really under supervision of a doctor, it didn't sound like. So, yeah, it's the wild, wild west out there, in some of these places. And I know they said TikTok kind of put like a little bit of a crackdown on, posting about the compounds and GLP-1s and all of that. And so many young people, even though I think you have to be 13 technically to be on TikTok and Facebook and all that. But I mean, I know elementary school kids are on there and they're not 13. And so, even though you say kids aren't supposed to be watching this, kids are still watching. Kids are still watching. So I always try to think about that. Like kids are watching, you got to kind of make good choices. Delilah says, yes, DD, that is exactly the same for me. I'm on it for type 2 diabetes control and nothing else. I'm so happy with the other benefits. Yes, 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 yes. Me too. Me too. Hey, Simply Taisha, thank you for dropping in. Thank you for dropping in. Delilah says, yes, I get that needles are scary, but they got over it for 3 months. So why would you stop now? The sick part, I get it for sure. Yeah. I think that's probably a lot what's going on. Maybe people couldn't afford the medication. That could be too. Everyone's saying hi to each other. I love that. Delilah says, great, sticking to it. Lakeisha, you're 1 month ahead of me. I got 6 months, 12-19. Very good. 6 months. Yes. So we have a bunch of experience in this chat. I love that. 12 weeks ago, starting weight was 200. A1C was 6. Hey, Yvette. Hey, Yvette. I love those glasses. I love those glasses. I love a good glass. I said glasses. I said I was going to wear my glasses today, but I don't think I'd be able to see these words if I did. I'm going to try to remember to get them out of my car. A1C 6.3, now down 25 pounds, and your A1C is 5.3. This has been amazing. Yvette, good for you. Good for you. That is awesome. So 12 weeks is what? How many months is that? 3 months. I love it. I love it. So you're one of those people that you're defying the odds, like you're still sticking in there. Everyone saying, hey, Twan, Delilah, yes. Trace of Twine is saying hello. Delilah say my mental health has nothing to do with Mounjaro. It's from the hysterectomy and knowing I've never been a mommy. Oh. And yes, I see a therapist weekly. Okay, very good. So you're taking some good steps. And so I don't know if you even want me to ask this question. So if you don't want to answer it, I tell people it's really hard to hurt my feelings. If you do, I'll let you know for sure. But I have a thick skin. But I was wondering, have you thought of other options after you've had your hysterectomy to be a mommy? That's what I was going to ask. You can answer or not, but oh yeah, I'm glad you're seeing a therapist. So I think it helps to share things with people that aren't really close to you, that don't know your situation, and just can listen without judgment, right? Because that's usually what a therapist should be doing, is listening without judgment and giving some advice. And when somebody knows you, they're going to have that, they're going to have that opinion, right? It's going to be hard for them to separate the two. The therapist story was me, DD. It was strongly suggested. Very good, very good. So I'm glad you decided to do that. I'm glad you decided to do that. And so you could have gotten the meds even if you had not agreed. Is what I'm taking from that, Mindy. But I think that's a great move. Delilah says, I fully believe everyone should be in therapy. Most super morbidly obese people didn't become that way because they lack trauma. So yeah, something went on with a lot of people. Yeah, we know that. Yeah, I do. I haven't seen a therapist, but I would never say never. I would never say never that I wouldn't see one either. Hey, heck yes, Yvette. Yeah, you never know what could come up in your life where you would need somebody to talk to. And I know a lot of insurances have like so many hours where you could get free therapy. Mental health is huge now everywhere, not just in education, but I'm even teaching that to students. We have a curriculum now where we're teaching students how to make good choices, how to think about their emotions, how to listen to what their emotions is telling them. And I think adults need that too, right? Adults need that too. Absolutely. Go weight 150. Oh, okay. Well, I think you got that in the bag. You got it in the bag. Kim J says, Delilah, I can hardly wait until January to see my A1C. That's how I felt in November. Like, I can't wait to see my A1C. July, my A1C was 15.1. When you told me your A1C was 15.1 the other day, when I tell you I was at work, before work started, I was in shock. I had never known that an A1C could get that high. And she said it was a shock to her and her doctor. By 9/4, it was down to 8.6. I'm believing it'll be in the pre-diabetic or even normal range by then. Well, yes, because September, that was a lot of time. Well, I'm telling you, when I was taking that Ribelsis for the short time, I took it over the summer. And I was like, I'm going to give it a chance over the summer. It did not agree with me if that's the Ozempic in a pill form. But it took that A1C down. I'm telling you, if Ozempic, I know people don't have the same quick weight loss with, Wegovy and Ozempic, but it will control your blood sugar. I'm a witness to that for sure. Real Talk with Elaine says, I really think most of us have longevity on these meds because we have this community. Yes, 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 yes. I believe that too. And it really is. Just the support is awesome. Everyone's saying hello. Um, David has suggested adoption, but honestly, I feel like that chapter is now over and I can't handle any more letdowns if it falls through. Well, that's understandable. That's understandable. And you know what? I always tell people to go with your gut. And, every time I go with my gut, I'm glad I did. Every time I'm not happy with the decision I made, I didn't go with my gut. I didn't go with my gut. And so I like to tell people that, and a woman has a gut, God gave us that feeling that we get when, we know something's not right, or we know we need to do something different, or we know we need to take a different course. And a lot of times we don't listen to that. We might listen to people and other things. And so I think we have to start trusting our gut. So hopefully with your therapist and your gut, you're going to make a good choice for you. I'm going to have to pray for you. I'm sure that's a hard, hard decision. And just to have to think about it and go through all of that, it's just, hard. Um, Oh, sorry about that. My daughter was talking to me and she's supposed to be bringing my water. Mindy says my doctor would still have given me the meds. Okay, well, that's good. It was strongly suggested, but she suggested I get my mind right. So this is the last time I have to lose weight. Yes. Because that's one thing that, bonds us all too. Not that only we're taking a GLP-1 medication, but we're bonded by so many similar experiences in our past where we've been on diets, we've, tried to lose weight, we've had struggles. Thank you. It's heavy. Oh, I know. We've had struggles, and we were able to, still stay with it, still, decide that we were going to do this. So, I love that. I love that. And yeah, I could just name all the diets I've been on. It's just, and I want this to be the last thing, but I'm learning some lifestyle changes, like adding this protein. I tell people I was a carb girl. I'm really not a big meat eater at all. And so eating meat and beans now is just different. I would eat beans before. I would make bean chili. Like I didn't even want the turkey in there. One point I was a vegetarian. I've dabbled in being a vegan. But I was one of those people that was like an overweight vegan or an overweight vegetarian because I was eating all things carbs, all things carbs. And I really think these weight loss diets and all that really are in your mind, because I remember I went on the potato diet. There's this guru out there, McDougall. Did he pass away? I hope not. Him and his wife talked about how eating starches was the way to go. And he had this potato diet. And anybody who knows me knows, like, I love a good French fry. I love a good potato. I mean, you can't really do too much with the potato that I don't like. And I went on the potato diet, that starch diet. And when I tell you, by noon, I was so sick of potatoes. I just couldn't even, I don't think I made it 3 days on that diet. So it's like, a variety is key. And even though I love potatoes, I was boiling the potato. I mashed the potato. I smashed the potato. The smashed ones are like the ones you put in the oven. You weren't allowed to sprinkle cheese or anything, but I did allow myself to have condiments with it, a little bit of condiments. But I made what do you call those? Potato skins without the cheese. I had them all kind of ways. I just did everything with the potato. I made French fries, cut them up and made some fries. And I still, after 3 days, was sick of it. But I probably I might have dropped 8 to 10 pounds in those 3 days. I'm telling you, literally, I've dropped a lot of pounds. Maybe it was more like It was up to 8 pounds because I remember we were just in awe of how quick I lost that weight. And I remember my cousin saying, "You're not gonna keep it going. You lost so much weight." No, I probably lost hair, nails, muscles, everything else when I lost that weight doing that potato diet. The cabbage soup diet was another fan fave of mine. I used to do the cabbage soup diet when I wanted to get into something. It bring your stomach and that bloating down so quick. So I've done it all. We've all done it all. I'm pretty sure people can remember all kind of diets. And so that's why I am not cutting carbs. I've been there, done that. I want to eat my carbs, and I just know me. I know that if I'm deprived of something, I'm not only going to have it, I'm going to have it to the ultimate. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of those people, where if you go in the store and go in a car dealership, I don't care where I go, and when people say, which one do you want? I always say, I want what you're having. Like, if you own the store, if you work at the store, I want to know what kind of phone you have. I want to see if I'm at the dealership, I want to know what kind of car you're driving. If I go somewhere, I want to know, I want the best of the best. If I can afford it, I'm getting the best of the best. And usually the people that work there can tell you what the best of the best is. And so I feel like that too on this lifestyle change I'm on. I still want what I want. But I just have to scale it back. Instead of having one meal that's 3,000 calories, I'm going to have 3,000 calories over 2 days now. And so that's just the way I got to kind of think about it. And so I'm not feeling deprived. I'm just feeling delayed. How about that? Not deprived, just delayed. And that's okay. That's okay. So what are you guys saying in the chat? What are you saying in the chat? Delilah says he likes to tell me YouTube is my baby now. Yes, this YouTube is taking up a lot of my time, energy, and effort. Maybe we could get a pet. I don't know. I don't want to be a crazy dog or cat lady. That is too funny. That is too funny. Well, people love their pets. People love their pets. I couldn't take care of a pet right now. Mindy said, Mindy, your doctor is so amazing that with that suggestion. I agree. Delilah, don't feel that way. Why would the adoption fall through? They need so many kids placed in loving homes. Alonda, 180 may be a resource for you. Yes, 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 yes. But I think, Delilah, and I'm not going to speak for you, but it sounded like you're in the stage right now. You're fresh from your hysterectomy. And so I don't know, maybe I could be wrong. Maybe you thought about this, so many years or months up until that, but I feel like it's still fresh right now. And I feel like I say, pray about it, talk to your therapist. I would give it time and think, if you want to maybe reconsider. Kim J says, yes, Elaine, community makes a big difference. We're better together. No man is on an island. It provides strength, comfort, support, and love. We have to lean on each other through ups and downs. Yes, 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 yes. And, I'm learning to do that. I'm not one of those people, if you call me and catch me in the mood, you might call me and catch me feeling melancholy. But for the most part, I'm just an upbeat person. And when I am having my struggles, everybody else is probably sleeping. Nobody, except for in this community. Now, I know some people now I could call that are up like me at, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. But I think that's the beauty of my friends I have. I know it's people I could call and wake up and they're going to talk to me and take my call. And so I think having this community is great, but it's people I could call if I really felt like I really needed to talk about my struggles. So I think that's great. That's great. Elaine is saying, yes. Hey, Kim. Tracy Santwan said, the book was called The Start Solution. Yes. And they have a YouTube channel. Like they talk about this on YouTube. I don't know where I saw that the husband, he passed away. I saw that. That made me sad. Like I teared up because I used to listen to him. I thought he spoke so eloquently and he was so passionate about what he speaks about. And that's one thing. I don't have to agree with you, but gosh, I love to see people passionate about what they're doing and being professional. Like that's something about me. I just love that. Thank you for sharing that, Simply Taisha. I didn't have a chance to Google it. Elaine, it's just something my heart doesn't feel comfortable with. It feels wrong for me and us, and it hurts to close the door. And I may just be speaking from hurt right now, though. Exactly, that's what I was just saying. I think it probably is, from hurt right now. Like I say, you'll know what to do, if you want, in the new year, I'm gonna, one of these days I'll revisit and check in on you on that. But gosh, you're gonna bless some child if you change your mind. So, but either way, I always say God has a plan. God plans things the way they should be. And a lot of times it's not, aligned up for us. And, I will say, anytime something didn't go the way I wanted to, God always had a better plan. Something better always came along. And I don't think when you're in it, you can ever see that. But when you're far from it, like time, you get clarity. I feel like I'm like going into a pastor mode. Oh, I missed your message. I'm making a late meal. Okay. Man, there was a mushroom from Mexico diet too. I was 10 and I would throw up when my mom made me do it. Oh, I've never heard of that Mexico diet. A mushroom. There was a mushroom from Mexico diet. I've never heard of that one. Oh, wow. And I don't like mushrooms, so that wouldn't have worked for me. DD, I had a huge health scare last September due to being overweight. One day I'm going to share very important information for women who are postmenopausal. Okay, yeah, you'll have to share that. I would be interested in knowing because I'm going through that phase right now. And that's another thing. I'm going to talk about this coming up soon. I don't know when, but a lot of, my friends in this community are married. And so, dating when you're perimenopausal or dating at all is just at my age is stressful. It's not stressful because I'm not doing it. I'm not letting it stress me out. But I just don't even really want to think about it. I just don't. But it's like then I think you're dating, you're taking a GLP-1, which is neither here nor there. But just being perimenopausal and heading into menopause, like I just need to put that dating on pause right now. And trying to do that, it's just not going good for me. DD, I'm also a carb lover, and thankfully I don't have any sensitivities to eating them. And I don't either. I had like a test done, and I don't have any food sensitivity, so that's a good thing. Kim J says, Elaine and I, yeah, Elaine, my Elaine. Elaine is a night owl, but Elaine takes naps. I will say that. So I see why she's up. Elaine will sleep when everybody else is up, and then when everybody else is in bed, Elaine is up. So she's kind of like, she's like on that owl schedule. She's like, she's up at night. And then Kim J, so you're up at night too. Okay. And I don't want to be. So I try not to get on the phone or doing anything, but I might scroll through. One of the things in the new year I'm going to try is taking that phone though and putting it away from me. And so, but I worry because, if my dad called or there was an emergency, I worry about what I'm going to miss. And I'm just going to have to pray that God is going to give me the wisdom to know when I should be up looking at my phone, or I go to the restroom, I just might have to look at it. But yeah, so I need to like let this phone go. I do want to say, I looked in the comments today. The last couple of weeks of school have been really busy, as you're preparing for a break, and just a lot going on, a lot of activities, which is fun, kind of good things, but just a lot. And so I had started, releasing short videos every single day. And I was getting so many comments, and then I thought I answered all my comments. So I was scrolling through this morning, and I went to the app, and it tells you like what comments you have. No, not on the app. That's what got me. I went to the computer, and it told me that I had all these messages that I didn't respond to. You should have, I was like, I don't do that. Like I respond to my messages, and I told you guys I was going to stop being long-winded because I'm long-winded. And I was just going to, put little things instead of, writing books to people. And so, But I went through and liked all the comments and read them, and I just didn't respond to a lot of them because I just didn't know they were even there. I said, now what is going on? I don't always see, some things on YouTube. I don't know. I have time. I have time this week. I'm gonna be hitting up YouTube and talking to some people. Yeah, that's my plan. That's if I find out any good info, I'll let the folks know. But yeah, my plan is to be talking to some of these YouTube folks. I got some suggestions. I have some things that, probably could be a lot different. Twan says, I enjoy my carbs. Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm not giving up carbs only because I know that that's not something I should be doing. And when people come in the lives and say, and no one's done that here, but I've seen it in other people's lives, and they say, why are you eating carbs? You're supposed to be cutting carbs. You are supposed to be cutting carbs. How are you telling somebody else what they should be doing? That I just would never do that. And so when people feel like comfortable enough to say that, I just think, like, how do you know what that person should be doing? How do you know what journey they are on? Now, if you were on there eating McDonald's, or, you're on there eating, the biggest, burger ever, or a big bucket of fries, I could see a comment saying, oh, you might want to, why are you eating that? Is there a reason you're eating that? But just to say that, I don't understand that thinking. It's okay, Pastor Dee. It's Sunday. It is Sunday. We can always use more Jesus. Yes, 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 yes. And Jesus is the reason for the season, right? Right. Yeah, it is. It is. Twan, oh, my sister, my perimenopausal sister. Yes, Twan, this perimenopause is no joke. And sometimes I wonder, I thank Mounjaro because I think it has helped with those perimenopause symptoms, but it's not strong enough to stop it altogether. I mean, this changing of your hormones in your body as a female is no joke. I mean, it is no joke. And people try to warn me, but of course, you don't know until you're in it. And so I don't know. Everybody's body is different, but some of the things I'm experiencing is just, it's kind of out of control. LOL, I just caught a quick cat nap. I heard Dee Dee say, she caught a nap. See, I'm telling you, she's napping during the day. And I jumped out of the recliner. Oh my goodness, Elaine, you are too funny. You are too funny. Kim J, you are so funny. Yes, Elaine is a night owl. I'm not working right now, so I'll just sleep whenever I feel the urge. Me too, Kim J. I'm joining you this week. Yes, responses. Yeah. Oh, Twan, it's a lot of messages. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. So for me to have such a small channel, I will say, and keep the comments coming because I learn from people. I take it all in. If you give me a suggestion, like if you tell me on here, oh, you should be eating those protein shakes, I'm not going to be offended. I'm telling you what I wouldn't do. I'm not going to go in somebody's situation and probably say that to them. That doesn't mean you shouldn't say that to me. I want all the feedback. I appreciate it. I know somebody wrote me a comment about something I said, and you could tell they felt so bad because the way I responded, and because I'm just gonna be nice, professional, and graceful because that is me until I'm not. That you really have to tick me off for me to get out of pocket. But and so I just appreciate it, and I think she felt bad, and I think she deleted her comment because I think she felt, and because I didn't respond right away because something happened with my daughter. That's another thing too. I'm a single mom of a 7-year-old. Like when I'm reading those comments, anything can happen where I have to jump up, see what my daughter needs or wants or what she's doing, or something. I get another call. So. But I have so many comments to be such a small channel, and I appreciate people just talking to me. People often have told me, you're easy to talk to, you're easy to share things with, so I appreciate that. But I mean, I got a lot of comments, so I'm going to go back and make it a goal to to reach out. And some people were just, saying congratulations and all that, but yeah, I was like, I don't even know how I missed the comments to begin with. I don't know how I missed them. That's why I'm going to be contacting YouTube because, I'm one of those people. I like things to be professional in a certain way. And so, and I know, it's all kind of people on these platforms, and I think that's great. Variety is the spice of life. But for me, on a business outside, a lot of I'm looking at this YouTube, I see some things that can be fixed and made better, I would say, made better. And I'm just kind of like that. I'm one of those people, wherever I go, I want to add value to it, maybe they'll hear me, maybe they won't. I don't know. I'm thinking surveys asking for my opinion. So, but like I said, I have time to actually give it. Um, Same. I keep trying dissertations in the comment section. It's very time consuming. LOL. It is. It is. And I see some people comment and they make their little comments and keep it moving. That's just not my personality, but I need to start learning how to do that. But yeah, I do appreciate the comments. I appreciate the feedback. I just like talking to people. I like interacting with people. I just like, I will say this is, and I don't know if many people can say this, but I've never met too many people. I probably could count on one hand the people that I don't like that I've ever met in my 52 years. And it's not even probably 5 people. Now, does that mean I want to be socialized with all these folks? No. But I just don't I just like people. I like people, and I can find the positive in people. And so if I stop talking to you or fooling around with you, you've done something wrong to me, because it's very few people that I just have to tell, like, we're done, we're over, we're through. So that's a good quiet. Now, people might want to say that to me. Nobody said that to me or not, but people have stopped talking to me and then called me, and talked like nothing ever happened and kept it moving. But if you do that, I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions, because I'm not one of those friends that you could just not talk to and then jump right in. I want to know where were you? Where you been? What's going on? I'm going to ask questions. So, so I think in order to be on these in these YouTube streets, you have to have a love for people and a want to connect with people, and want to help people, and want to add value to whatever you're doing. So Mindy says, I keep carbs low because of my T2D, type 2 diabetes. And I do know what that means, Mindy. I should give myself a pat on the back. It works well for me, but it's not for everyone. Yes. Well, and I'm trying to be low carb too, not just as low, but I am lower carbs too. I realize, you can't eat, a ton of carbs and expect to lose weight unless you're really just exercising a whole lot and burning that off. But people say, like, I don't eat carbs, or they eat very low carbs. And if you can eat that way, I think that's great. I just cannot. Right now, I cannot. I have to have those carbs. But I may get to a place where I'm down to like 50 or 40 carbs. I just don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. Delilah says, same Mindy, but I still love them. DD, you have looked into HRT or MHT for perimenopause. No. So that's one thing about me that I've shared is I don't take any kind of medication. I don't. I mean, I never have. Other than birth control, I've really never taken any kind of medication. And then that's been years and years and years ago. And that was to regulate a cycle. And my cycles have always been an issue. And so I'm very I take antibiotics when I need to, but I'm not one of those people that wants to take medicine. So I take supplements. I've always taken a regimen of supplements. I'm trying a new supplement now that grooms, just because it's a gummy, and I wanted to try that. But I've never been a fan of taking medication. So no. And then when my doctor tried to put me on high blood pressure medicine or metformin at one time, I was just totally like, okay, let me work things out. And so I've tried things, and if I try it and I don't feel it, I'm not going to continue to take it. And that's just me. I've never been a person who was a fan of taking medication. But like I said, I got to the point where you get to the point where you got to do something, right? If you got to meet your doctor halfway. And so I dabbled in things here or there, but it never really lasted. So my regimen, if you look at my records, I just really haven't taken a lot of things. So taking this Mounjaro was huge for me, huge for me. And so, I'm glad I did. Like I said, I think it was a great decision, but I'm not interested in doing that. I would have to, literally not be able to work and function. As long as I could work and function, I'm good. I'm good. And so, yeah, I mean, I'll just have the sweats. I'll just have things going on. Um, you know, um, that aren't pleasant, but it's not keeping me. I feel like if it's not keeping me from functioning, I'm good. You know what I'm saying, Delilah? Do you know what I'm saying? Dee Dee, don't stop writing the thorough thoughts to me or just harden my thorough. I love it all. I'm long-winded too. Sorry, not sorry. It's how we were made. Yeah, it's just how I'm made. Like I said, those comments I went through and just hearted those because I just wanted to, let them know I saw this. But I didn't see those. I just saw them today. I did not see those. Sometimes I don't get notifications. Like I said, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. And so yeah, I'm gonna be calling and finding out, like, who the person, who the go-to person is to, give some feedback. Mindy says, I'm not a religious person, but I loved Twan's Pray, Pray, Pray t-shirt and Pray Through It line. Really spoke to me. Yes, I told her yesterday, I loved that t-shirt. I actually love that t-shirt. Super, super, super cool. Delilah says, I worked night, so I am a night owl too. Yeah. Oh, the night owls. Oh, nice, Mindy. Twan says. DD channel, small but mighty. Yeah, I'd say that I'm small but mighty, right? I think that too. I really enjoyed this. It's very encouraging. I'm struggling with these Zepbound side effects. I'm 54, and if I was working, I don't know if I could hang. Oh my goodness. So your side effects are really bad. So can you share with us? Because we have some Zepbound folks on here, and I'm Mounjaro, and we could probably help you problem solve through it. And if you haven't already done that, what are your side effects? Inside Kim's World. I love that. Are you a content creator? That sounds like a content creator. Inside Kim's World. It makes me curious. Like, what's in your world, Kim? We want to know. We want to know. So yeah, and are your side effects like she says, if I was working, I don't know if I could hang. Yeah. So once you can't work, that's an intervention is definitely needed. And that's what I feel like. And I'm not there with my perimenopause things where I'm just miserable. I wouldn't be showing up here if I was. Delilah says, I'm so sorry, Kim, what's going on? What dose are you on? Maybe we can help you. Yes, we have to help her. Traces of Twan's Life says you have to check your notifications on the app and the studio, then look under the comment section because YouTube messes up with notifications. I do. I checked that. I did not see those. Like I said, I did not see those until I went on the actual computer today. That's when I saw those. I go on the app. I want to let that app go. That app can be, I look on that app way too much. I might have to let that app go, but I'm gonna work this out with YouTube and talk to them. Like I said, there's some other things going on with YouTube that that I want to give them some feedback about. Inside Kim's World, I'm on 10 milligrams. Me too. I can't even function the first 2 days after the shot. The nausea and fatigue is over the top, and I have really bad headaches. Oh my goodness. So I don't know. So when you were on 7.5, because that's the dose below, how were you on that? Because it sounds like maybe you need to go back down and then do some things, to help you with weight loss if that was a stall for you on 7.5. And so what I would suggest, without knowing a whole lot, is adding some more protein in there, adding fiber, exercising. But if you're feeling terrible, were you feeling terrible on 7.5? Because, how long have you been on 10 too? I guess I would want to know. Is just a little bit more information. If you guys can help her out, that would be great too. Hey, Healthy Spirit Podcast, how are you? Twan said, I don't like when CC does not respond and just hit the heart. I think it shows appreciation to respond. Yes. But I agree, because I'm a responder. I'm a comment. Anybody who's gotten comments from me, I'm a commenter. But I just had to go back and do that real quick because I didn't want to leave it hanging and not get back to it. So I went through. So now that's my goal, to go back and, make comments to people. Like I said, I like getting a comment from people too. But I can tell some people when I comment, they don't really comment back to me. And I thought some content creators don't really say a whole lot. And I get it. Because at first I didn't get it. I was like, dang, I'm saying a whole lot and they're just saying 1 or 2 words. But now I get it, that I'm getting so many comments. And like I said, I'm a small but mighty channel. I can't imagine I'm getting comments more than some of these bigger channels I'm seeing. I'm getting a lot of comments, and that's because I'm, a commenter. I'm responding. And so, and it's a lot to get to. So, it is a lot to get to. So now I get it. Now I get it. While some of these content creators are just, saying a couple of lines, but I'm like a Kim J out in these YouTube streets. I'm writing books. And I've tried to scale back a little bit so I could get to so many. So it's a great problem to have. I don't even want to complain about it because it's a great problem to have. Wait, the Turtle Diary said, so sorry, I'm so long-winded in all of your comments. I do too much. I love it. I love the comments. And you can do that. Like I said, when I first started, I could name the people that were responding to me. I had 20 subscribers, and I mean, they were faithful. They were always writing comments, always responding, always saying something positive. And so it's easy to write back to, out of those 20, I would say maybe 5 or 6 or 8 of them were constantly writing things. So those many people. But now I'm having, oh my gosh, so many. And like I said, it's a great problem to have. I just, it's YouTube and how they're communicating things. This is a huge platform. And so I'm not bashing YouTube at all, but I just need to connect with them. Because like I say, I have some ideas of some things that could be a lot better. Alonda says, I have the same issue. I find comments from days and weeks. I love the community and comments. Yeah, and I'm checking that app. So this was, I said, I found this when I went on the computer. I was shocked because I had thought I had responded to everybody just a couple days before. And this was from before that. So yeah, something happened. So if you don't get a comment response from me, just know I didn't probably see it. Delilah says, are you taking electrolytes? I get bad headaches when I'm dehydrated, and this med is known to dehydrate you. Also, can you cycline? Well, what is that? Cyclines? I don't know. All these words, I don't know how to. I can pronounce the words, but I like to say a word smooth. When I have to sound it out, I get annoyed with myself. But are you taking any of those? I don't know. I've never heard of any of those. Anybody heard of those? What do those do? Let me see. Did you say that? Dehydrated man is on 100. Okay. Yeah, drinking lots of water. Hopefully she'll tell us a little bit more. You guys can probably see it before me. I'm moving down these comments. Yes, inside Kim's world, we have a great community. Welcome if you are a newbie. I have a few GLP-1 side effects too. Hang in there. I need some suggestions. If you need suggestions, we're here from you. Great name, by the way. Another Kim. A Kim is in the house. Yes, I love that. Traces of Twan is saying hello to Sweet Tea. Delilah, I take Element daily. I will look into others. My nutrition is really good, but I struggle to eat anything the first 2 days. She says HTR or MHT can eliminate most of if not all of those symptoms of perimenopause and postmenopause. Of course, it's not for everyone. Some is even a cream or a patch. Elaine talks about the patch. I'm not a fan of meds either, but here I am. Yeah. I know, yeah. And like I said, I never say never. I used to say, I'm never gonna do this. I'm never gonna do that. I have learned not to say never. But for right now, I'm okay. So Kim's world. She says she's taking Element. I love Element. I'm taking very little of that just because I didn't want it to get into the bloating and all of that. Your nutrition is really good. So when you were on 7.5, how did you feel? Like what made you titrate up? So it sounds like you titrated up to 10, and it sounds like your body is not handling 10, or you haven't got adjusted. And the funny thing is 10 was not kicking in for me, and now I'm starting to feel it. This is my I want to say this is my fourth 10 injection of 10. And I'm just starting to feel the effects of it. Like the first 2 weeks, I didn't feel anything on 10, and which kind of worried me because I thought, oh my gosh, 10, I won't be able to move. I'm going to be so fatigued. I'm going to have all this going on. And I did not have that. So she said her nutrition is good. She's taking Element. Maybe lay off the Element. Maybe not take the Element. May not do that daily. Maybe that's having an effect. on you in some way. Like eliminate that and track that and see how that goes. I had to eliminate Element. I was drinking it every day, not for the reasons you're talking about, but just because of the salt. I didn't want my blood pressure to be affected. Um, and we read that from Delilah. The Turtle Diaries. Hey, Twan, I'm supposed to be paying attention in church here in Dee Dee's live. Oh, that is so funny. You are at church. I love it. Delilah says, and for many women, perimenopause can be debilitating. Yes, yes. You can get a leave off your job under under the what is it called? There's an act. I talked about it in one of my short videos. But there's an act, the Disabilities Act, that menopause can fall up under if you're having a hard time, going to work with your symptoms. So, and when women end up quitting their job, it's because they feel pressured to. You do not have to quit your job at all. So, I have some little lawyer skills under my belt. So you tell whoever had to quit their job to give me a call. Call Dee Dee. Call me, because I can help you with that. Traces of Twan says, "Oh my sweetie, LOL." That is too funny. Yes, Kim, we would love to see your world. Yes, is she a content creator? I can't see down in the chat. Delilah says, "Kim, it's okay not to eat when you're hungry. You could try making up the calories for days. You can." That you can and you want to eat. Try pink salt instead of Element directly under your tongue. Okay, that's a good suggestion. The pink salt. Trace of Twan says, once you grow, then it's going to be time consuming to comment on all of them. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that, Twan. And you've done a great job with managing all that. So I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm a commenter. Like I said, these just slipped. I don't know. It slipped by me. I think YouTube is so many people are on YouTube now. Even YouTube makes mistakes, and that's okay. It's okay that people make mistakes. Delilah says, I'm sub to someone who has 1K subs and never responds, and she only gets like 1 to 3 comments, if at all, in her videos. It makes me mad, and I know I never want to be that way. Oh, okay. So you're sub to someone. So if you're sub to her and you're going to her, she must have good content, because what makes you still go if she's not even responding to the comments? And you could just assume she's busy. But if you say she's only getting 1 to 3 comments and she's still not subscribing, she must have good content that you're sticking in, that you're actually going. Because you could be subscribed to people and not really go watch their videos too. So I don't know, maybe you're not watching her videos and you're just still subscribed. I'm long-winded in people's comments too, or I leave 10 comments because I comment as I watch. I know y'all get tired of me. Um, okay. Yeah, Tia, you don't leave a lot of comments on mine. But you probably do leave it on somebody's. And yeah, you could get long-winded. We all can get long-winded. I try to watch the video as I go. I know Twan does that too. I put that in there because what happens is I watch a lot of videos, and then I like the video, and then something happens and I get distracted and I don't get to comment. So I have to go back and comment. And so I think people have to take that into consideration too, because I'm one of those people that I see in the comment. I watch the video and plan a comment, and then I get a phone call, or my daughter asks me a question, or something happens. I have to go back to another task I was doing. So we'll see. I used to live stream in the app Periscope. I got hit with a lot of cancer, heart attack, autoimmune issues in 2015 and stopped creating. Oh, okay. Because your name does sound like a content creator. Well, hopefully you're doing okay. That's a lot to go through, and you're here in 2024. So we'll thank God for that. So have we helped in any way? I can't tell if we have given you some ideas. Healthy Spirit Podcast says, I don't drink electrolytes often. Wait a second, hold on. second. Oh, my mic was off. Hold on, hold on. He just told me my mic was off. I'm just talking. Maybe I wasn't supposed to say what I said. Okay, okay, let me read these. So I don't know if you heard me say FMLA. Thank you for calling me and letting me know. All you guys were calling me. Thank you, thank you. I probably wasn't supposed to say what I said. I'm thinking that's why. I don't know what part I left off on. But Twan said FMLA. Did you guys catch that? Check your blood sugar. Is probably your blood pressure is probably causing the headaches. Drinking more water. Um, Kim's World. You guys probably read that, but I have some the same reaction since 5. My insurance is dictating titration. I figured that when you said that, I thought maybe her doctor is telling her to move up. And then, of course, Kim is agreeing with that pink Himalayan salt. Delilah says, I assume she was busy for so long. I just felt bad to unsub. Yeah, and I was saying, you guys didn't hear me, but I was saying that you never know what people are going through. So maybe that maybe she does have something going on, but I will say I'm a big believer in you give out the same energy that you get the same energy that you give out, and so I just feel like people who are doing wrong, you're gonna get it back. When you're not nice, it comes back to you. So I try to I try my best to be nice. I'm not a perfect person at all, but I do give good effort. I will say that. Um, Kim says she uses, Inside Kim's World says she uses pink Himalayan salt in cooking and on meals. Okay, very good. So you have some. So you might just want to give that a try as a substitute for that element if you feel like you need it. Ginger chews or ginger tea may also help with your nausea. Yes. And then don't they have a prescription, Zofran? I hear people raving about that with nausea. So I don't know if you've ever heard that. You could ask your doctor about that to help with that. And then you guys are telling me I lost the volume. I'm muted. I was so far deep up in the chat. I didn't even see these. Thank you for calling me, everybody. 4 people called me and told me you don't have a sound. Okay. Okay. Here you go. I called. She didn't answer. Yeah, because I'm so busy talking. You know what I said I wasn't supposed to say. So I'm glad you didn't hear me in a way. The list of options I gave earlier, all motion sickness medications, they can help a lot with the nausea. Okay. I've never heard of those. So thank you. Good looking out, Tuan. Thank you for calling me. You guys hear me now? My telephone man, there's something wrong with Dee Dee's line. Oh, that's so funny. I cannot believe my sound was off. I think I put it off when I was talking to my daughter. That was a long time ago. You guys were just watching me talk, huh? Yes, my daily vitamin has ginger root in it for nausea. Okay, I don't. What kind of vitamin is that? I'd love to know. Exactly. Oh yeah. So she's talking about the YouTube creators making comments. So yeah. So Healthy Spirit Podcast. Did you hear the comment I made? That's the last time I remember. Before I'm looking back at the time before I start getting those phone calls. When you were talking about making your comments, your long-winded comments. I don't feel like your comments are long-winded. Did you hear me say that? Not in mine. You might be long-winded in someone else's, but I don't feel like they're long-winded. Long-winded to me is like paragraphs, like not a couple of sentences, and it could just be our differences on what that looks like. You could, that's probably long-winded for you, but I mean, some people I get like where you have to like read more, and then it's all the way down the page, which they're telling you, their stories, and it's great. And those are some of the ones I'll write back too, and I just write it all back out myself. So that's what I mean about long-winded comments, and they do take a long time. And then I'm deleting, my little chubby fingers, on those keyboards, it just does not mesh up. And then I have autocorrect. Does anybody know how I can take autocorrect off my phone? Because autocorrect, is just making me look like a bad speller. And writing is one of my strengths, believe it or not. I'm not a bad speller. I'm actually a good speller. I actually won a spelling bee in school. And so, yeah, I'm typing things and I'm typing an I and what letter is next to an I? The letter next to it comes up. I mean, it's just, I said, geez, Louise. So if you notice a typo, let me know. Let's see. What is, I think she left a comment. Okay. She says, what is your channel about, Delilah? I don't think I've seen it. I just know I talk too much. I do leave paragraphs depending on the topic. Yeah, and yeah, that would make sense too. That would make sense. Twine, my channel is supposed to be about overall. She said it's supposed to be about overall health. About overall health through habit and mindset change, but mostly now about GLP-1 journey. So you were saying you started off kind of on that healthy habits and mindset, which I'm sure the GLP-1 journey ties into that. You kind of just have to make that connection. When I comment during lives, I have to rephrase because YouTube says too many characters. I know they do, don't they? Yeah, I keep it short on YouTube on the lives too. What kind of phone is it? Autocorrect keeps me getting me with Twine's name. What kind of phone? Autocorrect keeps giving. Oh yeah, yeah. It messes up Twine's name on mine too. Isn't that funny? My phone is an iPhone, the one before the latest one. So I got this in the summer, and then they switched in September. So maybe I have a 15, and it was switched to a. Now they have a 6. So yeah, I have a 15. I need to take it off my phone. Because yeah, it just messes me up. My fingers are small and I have issues. The keyboard letters are too small. They are. I have gotten better, but I try to leave at least 7 words because I heard they have to at least be 7 words. Oh, I didn't know that, to help the algorithm. Oh, okay. Well, Tia, you dropped a good gem there. I'll have to remember that. Um, yeah, I have to remember that. Okay. So yeah, and I've seen a lot of videos. I need to go back and respond. And I had to say to myself, am I not going to watch a video and like it just because I can't leave a response right now? Because sometimes I'm not in the place to, I might be driving, listening in my car. I might be, like at my daughter's gymnastics, and then she, I pay attention. She'll get my attention, or something they want us to see, or she'll come out and get it. She has a water bottle in there, but she'll come out and just give me a hug, or want to give me a hug and a kiss. And so that distracts me, so it's things that distract me. And so, but yeah, I try to make comments on those videos. And I need to go back and make some comments, I know, on some people's videos. Delilah says, yes, I was in deep daily therapy for 6 hours a day when I started. I wanted to help those with mental health taboos too. Okay. All right. Well, you said you probably still are. You probably still are helpful with that. Delilah says, I didn't know that, Tia, but I will keep that in mind. I comment as I watch, and I'm constantly going back to edit and add more. Yeah, that's a good strategy. If you could do it, commenting and so I'll use Elaine might be dozed off, but I'm saying her name. Elaine, wake up. But I was watching Elaine's video before I, got on my live, and I had it on my iPad. I had it in my room because I was going from, place to place. And I was going from place to place, and so it was playing in 2 different places. Well, I finished it right before this live. I had to add my weight to the slide that I showed, and I finished it right before the live. Well, I didn't get a chance to comment yet. I liked it. I watched it on 2 different locations, but I didn't get a chance to comment yet. So I'm gonna have to go back and comment. So sometimes I go back and comment a little later. But yeah, and I try to do that in the morning, but like my daughter's been coming in, Twan, in the morning at talking, so I haven't been able to do that. And then today her belly, that's why I'm still here, her belly wasn't feeling well. And so I told her, you don't want to go to gymnastics and tumble around, honey, if you're not feeling well. And so and that's why I'm, still on here talking now. So yeah, my daughter distracts me. And I've given up a lot of my attention to YouTube. So whenever she needs it, I'm on it. Simply Taisha says settings, general keyboard, toggle auto correction to off. Okay, let me screenshot this because I need to know. I guess I could have Googled it, but you know, yeah, because that autocorrect, sometimes it works and then I feel like it works against me for some reason. Um, Trace of Twan said, I try to comment earlier in the morning when I have more time. Yeah, that's a good idea. Me too, until my daughter comes, comes around and she throws me off. Elaine fell asleep when you went mute. She fell asleep when I wasn't even mute. So I know she probably was asleep when I went mute. Elaine says, I'm here trying to find Delilah's channel. Oh, Elaine she's like, I'm not, don't count me out. Simply Taisha sent me a screen recording. Okay, yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm excited. I'm excited to be on vacation. I'm excited to get some exercise in here. Yeah, I plan on, hitting that a little bit harder, just, get my focus more onto that strength training. I have so much to do to get ready for Christmas. I feel like I'm not ready, but we have some things coming up. So if you guys don't remember, I'm going to be on here on Christmas Day at 9:00. I have something fun planned. It's kind of GLP-1, it's Christmas related and GLP-1 related. So if you just want something to do, I said it might just be me, my shadow, and I, me, myself, and I, but that's okay. I love myself. I don't mind talking to myself. Somebody will watch the replay, right? Actually, this is kind of like interactive. So I really do hope a couple people come on, but if not, I'll make it work. And that's on Christmas Day. And so that's what I'll be doing. And like I said, I stayed with it because I'm consistent, I'm committed. So if I'm not here on a Wednesday, something is wrong. So just like you texted me about that mute, text me and say, what's wrong, DD? You're not doing your Wednesday live. So I'm either not feeling well, my daughter's not feeling well, my dad's not feeling well, something's going on, or there's an event that I have to get to if I were to cancel on that. And then, so that is on Wednesday. Of course, I'll be back on Sunday with my update. And then, and Sundays I'm here at 2:00. And then the Wednesday, I'm excited about this, January 1st, New Year's Day. And what I love about this community is we're not waiting to New Year's to set goals for ourselves, but I do want us to set a vision board and just focus on health and wellness. And so I want my girl Alonda on here, not to focus on her kids, because I know she does that. As a mom, you can't help but to. And I've done vision boards before, and my daughter will pop up in there. But guess what? This vision board is all about me and taking care of myself so I can be my best self for those people that love me and depend on me. And so I want us to make that vision board about ourselves. And so we want to set some goals. I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm going to call people on stage on January 1st. Hopefully you'll come on and share your vision board. If you want to send yours to me, like what if you want to share it? And it depends on how many people do that. But if you really want to share it and you don't want to come on screen, trust me, if anybody can relate to you, I can, because I still don't want to be on here. If I could just do my talk, my daughter said, why? Because I just don't want to. I mean, I'm doing it, but it's not my favorite thing to be on camera. Now, it's my favorite thing to talk about this and do all that. This has just been a joy. But if you want to send me your board, honey, I'm not done yet, so come back. If you want to send me your board, like email me and or send me a screenshot. If you just really feel like you're too want to stay incognito and you don't want to come on, I can put it up on the screen and share it. So we'll figure it out. So, Delilah, everybody's saying they're excited for these vision boards. I am too. It's going to be such a bonding experience for us. I'm sure some of you have done vision boards before. I do them with my class. Like, we don't make boards, but we set goals. I believe in setting goals for yourself. Most successful people I know set goals. And so I'm all about setting those goals. And, and then also, you might not reach your goal. You have to reset, refocus, and try again. So I'm all about that. But, I do realize that goal setting, people aren't necessarily, may have already done that, but it's a great bonding experience if you do it with a group of people, like-minded people, which we all are. I love that. We're all like-minded people in this group. So I think this is going to be awesome. I am so looking forward to it. Delilah said that she's looking forward to it. I know Twan's talked about it on her live. I appreciate that. I miss your Wednesdays because I picked up a second day. I know, I know. I don't know how long that 2 days will last. I know. And Tia, I miss you. I mean, I never forget, Tia, when the first time I went live, and I don't think people realize you could get all these people on live and do all these fancy things with the live. And I remember that live I did with Janae and Nicole. Remember, Tia, that live took 3.5 hours. Like we were on it. You were on there the whole time, chiming in. I mean, you were on it. You were like, I'm sitting on my couch. And it was just so great. And that live, we had Kofia in there. And I'm going to repost some of those. I'm going to break that video down because my friends have told me, like, Shay, that's a long video. You got to break that video down. And I planned on it. Like, that's been in my plans forever, to do that. And I just said I would wait till my Christmas break. So how many things I'm going to get my Christmas break? If you saw my list of things to do, you would say, geez, oh man, she's not going to get to all that stuff. So I have so much to do with my Christmas break. But one of the things is, I focus on some things with my videos. So, I'll be doing that. That'll be keeping me busy. But yeah, so Tia, I'll never forget that. I felt like that was a bonding night for us. That was a bonding night. I thought that was so cool. That, 3.5 hours never seemed like 3.5 hours in my life. I mean, I couldn't believe we were on there that long. That's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorites. It was me, you, Twan, Shelly's innovative hands, and Kofia. I remember that, and Janae and Nicole. My kids fly in tomorrow, not sure, so I will be available for Christmas if you will be available. Yeah, I'm not, the Christmas one, if people can come, great. I'm not, like I said, I'm in my expectation is it might not be a lot of people there. I don't know. But I'm going to do it anyway, because you can watch the replay. Now, this will be funny. I have to have a plan B just in case I am the only one in there. I'm going to have something as an alternative to talk about. But if it's at least 2 people, it can work. It can work. So we'll see. Enjoy your kids, though. Enjoy your kids. Enjoy your day. That's what I say. My goal is to hit 200s to roll into 2025. I don't give a toss if it's 299. 0.99999. It's mine. Oh, you got this. Okay. All right. So we have like a week and a few days left in this year, 2024. Oh my gosh. This is so awesome to be going into the new year with you guys and all this positive energy and focus we have. Tia, I didn't even want to do my regular job, much less a second job. Girl, you got some energy. She says, yes, ma'am. I love when 2 or 3 of y'all do them back to back. So I just hop from one channel to the next. I will put go live on my 2025 to-do list. Yes. Delilah, what is your channel? Okay, Delilah, did you put it in the chat? I don't know if you did. Yeah, I like going live. I'm one of those. It's just so funny. I think this is such a funny story that how I didn't even want to be on camera. I know you guys might get sick of me saying that, but I did not. I mean, I was audio. I went from audio. I said, I'm one of those people. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it big. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do all the things that I could do. And so I'm like, I'm going live. I'm like, well, these ladies aren't going live. Why aren't these ladies going live? Now I know, people and I was afraid my first time, or people don't know what they're going to say, or, any of that. And I get it. It's not easy to go live. It looks easy, but trust me, it's not. It's not. So I don't even want to say it's easy. But some people make it look so easy. And yeah, it's just like, it's just kind of nerve-wracking. And then I know, to me, when you're live, I feel like you got to really I feel pressure to add more value because it's somebody's time. You know what I'm saying? Even though your time is watching the videos too, for this, it seems a little bit more of an investment. And so, I appreciate, all the people. I'm looking up here and it was like 30-some people in the chat at one point. And then now we're in our 20s now. And then when I get off of a live, I see I have like 75, sometimes 100 views. And I'm like, where were all these people? It's amazing. So, it's just kind of like, I hope I'm representing this community. Oh, I know I am, because I put my best foot forward for the most part, you just, of course, you're your worst critic. But I'm trying to put my best foot forward. I'm trying to educate us. I am a teacher at heart. So that's where, I'm with the visuals, I'm with all things technology. That's why I'm into technology. It's a great way to share information. It's a great way, to connect with my students. It's a great way to connect with you. And even at 52, I'm ready to retire from my job. I'm still learning new things. I'm not one of those teachers that is about to retire that's like, I'm not doing anything. I'm still being creative. I'm still learning things. That's just me. I'm just all about that. So yeah, Tia, I know you set some YouTube goals. I know Twan has gotten on you with those YouTube goals. So you set some YouTube goals. So yeah, I'm wishing you the best of luck, and I am a supporter. Community is a beautiful thing. It is. And Tia, you are great about watching those replays. And don't feel bad. A girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. Kim, I do hope you feel better. Yes, I do too. Kim, I do too. Hopefully those things work. Now, Kim, you'll have to come back. Wednesday is Christmas. Maybe you'll come back on Sunday at 2 and let us know. Let us know. And you can also email me. I might look you up and ask you. Because when I say I'm going to pray for somebody, I do pray. You can ask my daughter. That's why she knows Twan's name so well. I mean, I talk about people. I'm actually watching videos. When we pray for people, she'll say, Mom, is that such and such that we were praying for? I mean, I'm not just saying I do. I really do. Delilah, thank you so much. Oh, Delilah, yeah, you gave some great tips. I do hope you come back and update us, Kim. Yes, Kim, you have to come back. You have to come back every Sunday, so if this is a good time for you, you have to come back. But I might try to track you down. I told Delilah, I'm going to go in your comments and ask about your surgery. And I did it. I tried to find the email. And like I said, I didn't see it, but she told me it was in the description. So I have to remember to do that. Sorry. Nadia says, I don't have a lot of friends. This is my community. Yes, I'm your friend. I could be your friend. I feel like we are friends. I missed some things. It scrolled me down. Let me see. I'm sorry. Gosh, it went way down. Jeez, Louise. Okay, let's see. Let me get back in these comments, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, Elaine says, what's your channel? I'm going to do lives in 2025. I'm going to start with book clubs. Book clubs are great, I have a financial book club, and it's on halt now. It's been on hold. And if my friends are watching this, because they don't really read those books like they were supposed to read those books. They wanted to get into the finances and not the books. Let me see if anybody's texting me, because I'm saying that out loud. I think I said that on camera before. But I love all things financial. So eventually I'm going to get into that too. Talking about finances, I want to wait till wait for a while. I have so many avenues I could go and things I could do, and really stress. Remember, we learned that the number one rule, the number one stressor was your finances. But I feel like I need to get my finances under control before I talk about it. Now I could talk about trading and investing and how to do that all day long, and the stocks I'm buying, and show you my portfolio and all that kind of stuff. But I feel like I need to get my finances together, right? You don't want to be one of those people that aren't where you want to be and you're trying to teach somebody else. So at least I don't want to be one of those people. So when I get my little situation together, that's going to be coming to YouTube, because I have done well, and I am self-taught. I will say that I am self-taught, and try to teach my friends here. So yeah, a book club is a great idea. I'm a reader. If you interview with me, I think I show most people. I don't know if I show the people I started with, but my background is the books. I'm in an office, and so I have books all around. And the still part, I have audio books and I have a Kindle, but I like books that you can hold and touch. It's just the 52-year-old in me. And so, we have books. My daughter has tons of books. We have books. And so it's just all back there, books and photos and all of that. And to me, it's not streamlined and looking like I want it to look, because I feel like it's just a lot going on in that background. So that's why I have this that looks like I'm an architect. which I could be. I could be an architect. I probably could do that. But yeah, I think that's a great idea. A great idea. A great idea. So hopefully, as a book I'll enjoy reading, I could join you. But Dee Dee, even with all the things you've listed to do, just make sure you schedule time to relax too. I know, honey, I'm not ready yet. I know I do need to relax. So that's why this week I plan to. And you know what? I remember this lady telling me she's retired. And honey, you're in. Wait a minute. Let me see what my daughter. She was in my light. You saw that? My light was gone. But so this lady, she used to exercise and run, and she told me, if you want a stress reliever, you need to run and exercise. And so I need to get into that. That's one thing I regret about growing up. One thing I regret about growing up is that I really wasn't into exercise. And like I think if that would have been ingrained in me, I would love to do it and keep it going. So that's a new habit that I kind of have to develop is getting into this exercise. Um, let's see. Is there anyone on here who has not subscribed? Oh yeah, anybody who hasn't subscribed, subscribe to my channel. Thank you, Twan, for bringing that up. I always forget to say that. You're so good about doing that, on your lives and things. You're so good about reminding people. I think that's great. Delilah, thank you so much. I think I read that. I'm behind in these comments. We asked her to come back. Target is my 2 days of cardio. Oh, I bet. I love Target. I call it Target. I got a couple of gift cards to Target from my students, so I'm looking forward to going there. Delilah, I think it is scary to go live, especially because your ADH brain gets me and I get stuck on my words sometimes. And I'm like, these people's time is precious. I can't waste it that way. But you'll never know until you do it. You'll never know. Because sometimes I've gotten off the lives and thought, like, what did I just do? Not now. But when I was first starting out. And then we read Nadia's comment, and I told Nadia I am her friend. Um, uh, Debbie says you're a born teacher. I always learn from you, especially the lies. Well, thank you. And Tracy Zatwan told me that too. So I feel good about that. I always feel like I have to come with something valuable because I know how my time is too. And rather if you don't learn anything new, just the idea of reinforcing what you knew is a great way to be a lifelong learner. And that's a fact too. My goal is to be 200 or less into 2025. We shall see, but no pressure, stress though. Okay, I think you could get there. Nadia, I don't even know more than 2 people here in Texas. You are all my people now. You cannot get rid of me. That is so cool. That is so cool. And I always tell you, my bestie lives in Dallas, Texas, and she's on it. I mean, she's like in my lives. I'm gonna check my messages to see if she made a comment about me saying that they didn't read in my financial book club. Um, so don't let me say that's a reason why it broke down. Let me just say one of the other things is we were going to invest together. We were going to buy, I don't know if we were buying a Airbnb or we were going to buy an investment, a mall. You know how they have those malls where you outside malls. We were talking about putting our money together and investing. And all of these ladies have high powered jobs. I probably have as far as money making, the least amount of money making, but I'm doing well with my investments. So I probably have the least amount of money, but we were trying to figure out like who was going to be the person responsible. Somebody had to have their name involved. And, one of my daughter's godmothers and a dear family friend. She's a financial person, and we just figured out nobody wanted to put it in their name. So there were some other things. But the main thing is they weren't reading those books. So if you have a book club and you are going to discuss a book, you have to read the book. You got to read the book. If you're going to be in a financial book club or learn about finances, you got to learn not technology, but the lingo, right? You got to learn what the words mean, what the definitions are. So one day I'm going to talk about that in YouTube land. I'll talk about that. I'm your friend, Nadia. Yes. That was my idea, Delilah, but nonfiction. Yes, 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 yes. I have a friend that is an avid reader. Oh my God. She lives in Florida. Actually, she's the one that when I first was starting to connect with Traces of Twan and they had that hurricane, she was also in Florida and she was kind of giving me the updates and then I would check in on Twan. But she's an avid reader. I haven't met anybody that reads more than her. And I'm sure they're out there. I just don't know them. Oh, wait, hold on, hold on. Okay, okay. I'm sorry about that. My stockbroker friend hit me up yesterday and I thought of you, DD. Oh, okay, cool. A stockbroker. I love that. I love that. I told you that's my dream job. I'm here for learning, tweaking our finances too, DD. Yes, yes. So we'll have to get into that maybe like more in the summer when I have time. When I have more time to work on it and do it. I'm trying to finish the first Sarah J. Moss series before you start the book club, Delilah. Oh, I love that. I love that. Oh my goodness. Which one, Tia? A Court of Thrones or Roses is our first book. We are reading it now. Yes. And I'm one of those people like I'm not a now I do have all kind of books, but I love like um nonfiction. Like, I like realistic things. I'm not a maybe because I have to read a lot of nonfiction in my job, and I know it's like more geared toward kids, but I'm more of a realistic biography, autobiography, nonfiction person. Oh, Delilah, I read in order to even court. Oh, I read in order, even though court is separate. I'm weird like that. I read in order, even though court is a separate. Okay, okay. Is that the book you guys are talking about? Because I feel like I'm a little lost. Wait, isn't that the first of the yeah, you guys have to get that book club going. You are on it because I have no idea. Yeah, I agree, Tia. She has this. Kim J, you have it, honey. I'm on the first series of 5 books in. Is that the Throne of Glass? Now, when you say throne, um, what's the series called? Throne of Glass is the first. Okay, she said Throne of Glass. Yeah, I just found out. Cool. Start to your club. Start your club. I'll be there. I love to read. I've read 30 books this year. Okay, I'm gonna find out from Tanya how many books she has read, Mindy, because I mean, this lady is a avid reader. And I said I need to call Tanya anyway because she speaks Spanish fluently. Um, and she's a Spanish teacher actually in Florida. She teaches Spanish. I wonder if her kids were like, oh, African American lady teaching Spanish. But she teaches Spanish and she knows her Spanish and she is an avid reader. She's like one of the smartest people I know. And so Mindy, I'm no surprise. I think you're pretty smart too. No surprise, because you're a great reader. Tia, another one. I read everything. And Tia, you're a numbers lady also. I'm a numbers lady, but you know what? I haven't gotten into the numbers of the GLP-1. And I don't know why. Um, I don't know why I haven't, as far as being into like the DEXA scan and trying to get a scan and trying to, take my measurements and all of that. I think I got overwhelmed with it. And so I haven't really done that as much. All right, Tia says, or Delilah says, Throne of Glass is the first book. Yeah, I have no idea about that. Thanks for the encouragement, Tia and Dee Dee. Yes, 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 yes. I started off good, but school textbooks is what I have read most this year. Yeah, you're in school, so yeah, you're a busy lady. We all understand that too, Tia. So, and I don't want to add any more stress on you with like commenting or, you know, um, even trying to be in these lives. You do you. You'll get a break when you get a break, and then you got to dedicate yourself to your own channel too. So, you remember take care of yourself first, and then you can really take care of others. So I love that. All right, so Alonda said the numbers are a lot for me. Me too. Yeah, the numbers can be a lot. The numbers can be a lot. So, I just think the number on the scale is my first focus. I could just get the number on the scale right. I feel like I'm good with everything else, right? So, but I am going to take my measurements at the 1 year mark. I was doing that. I never got into that. That's one thing I never got into. I had said I'm going to do that every week, and then I let that go. I just knew that was too much for me. Um, but I'll be starting another channel. I'm going to start another channel here soon. And I don't know how I'm going to fit that in. My plan initially was to wait until April, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it because I kind of want to, start like all things tech teaching, different things that I've learned over time. And people have asked me, like, can you teach me how to do A, B, and C? And I really don't have time to teach people individually as much. Some people I could just meet with and tell they're pretty tech savvy, but when you have somebody who needs for you to actually show them step by step, it's like I'd rather create a channel, which I had already planned to do. Even I was going to do that before I did this, and I had started a channel. I never showed my face. When I say I didn't want to show my face, I really mean that. I really, really mean that. So yeah, but eventually I'm going to start another channel, and I was going to wait until April, and I think I may start it the first of the year. And I may not say anything to you guys at first because I want some. I don't know why I do that. I kind of put don't say anything, and I don't know. I'm one of those people who I want to kind of grow organically first, and then bring other people in. I don't know, but yeah, I'm going to start my channel. My other channel, I don't know when, but I'm going to do it before April. I was going to wait till April, and we'll see how it does. Really, I just want to be able to, when people ask me questions, say, check out this video, try it first, and then come back and I can walk you through it. Yeah, because there's a lot of things I know how to do. Like I said, YouTube has so much more potential. I'm always one of those people love to put me on a committee, and I don't really have time, but in the summertime I will. So maybe I'll get involved and try to help develop some things with YouTube because they're doing a great job. I know they're rolling out some things in 2025, but I feel like it's some things that they could do for content creators to make it a little bit easier. And I guess when you're a teacher and you're used to breaking things down and doing things step by step, when you see steps are missing, or you see a more efficient way things can be done, it's just kind of nice to have feedback. And maybe they tried some of my suggestions that I'm going to give and it didn't work. I don't know. But I'm just going to give it. I don't really like to give unsolicited advice, but since they're putting commercials on my videos that are doing well, they may as well take some of my advice. How about that? Delilah says, man, I hate the numbers. They always trip me up and trigger my dyslexia. Yeah, those numbers, are can be challenging. That's why I like watching like Dave on the pen, and I like the downsides for their information that they're given. It kind of saves me from having to do all that. I feel like my only numbers I need to know are my iron, my blood, my A1C, thyroid levels, and that's a lot of numbers. And when I'm into finances and stocks and looking at my stocks, and right now, I'm not really traded any stocks, so I don't have any stocks that I'm really heavily watching. But when you're watching these stocks and you got to sell before they crash and you're trying to time this market, knowing all those numbers is a lot. So I've given that up because, I'm spending time with YouTube and I don't have a fit in another channel. I just don't even know. David and I have another channel we need to start posting to us about travel and road trips. Those do very well. We are prepping to start in the summer. Those channels do very well, so you should. I know I've heard of a couple that talked about the RV situation. They had so many views on that one video. They're probably making a ton of money off of just that one video. Alonda, please make a tutorial on your calm glitter bottle. Oh, yeah, I saw that glitter bottle. Me and glitter are not friends, Alonda. I must admit, we are not. My daughter comes home with anything glitter. Or one of my friends bought her this kit. It was a unicorn and it had like a lot of glitter. And I said, my daughter's like, let's open it and do it. I said, yeah, when you get to her house. We're not going to be opening that in my house. I've had too many experiences with glitter where you couldn't get it up for days or weeks on end. And a lot of her, kitty clothes and cute clothes come with glitter and it's all over the floor, my hardwood floors. Oh my gosh, it's just a lot. Dee Dee, God will make room for the talents he's giving you. Yeah, I'm hoping so. But this is my main focus because, like I said, this is getting to know you guys. Like right now, if something happened and I had to leave, I would be heartbroken. I just love you guys. You guys are just have made my journey so much easier. So I appreciate you. And then also, this is kind of an accountability for me too. Being on YouTube and showing up for myself, not only for you guys, but for myself. So that has been a pleasure. And that for me to, say, do that for myself. And then, so I'm kind of committed. But my other channel, I'm just going to take it slow and steady, like my weight loss, and we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. We'll see. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. Like that first video, I got to put out that first video. My students are stunned when I pull out the glitter. Yes, you pulling out that glitter. Well, you're at school though. Would you pull the glitter out at your house, Alonda? That's what I want to know. Because if you would, that's good. I mean, I've been there, done that, and I'm like, never again, never again. Their parents probably hate it, Alonda. Right, because they get it home. Another thing I would hate when my daughter would go to daycare, they would have a sandbox. And I realize there's all kind of creative play and things you could do with the sandbox, but sand is for the beach. And so I had to tell them, please do not have my daughter in sand. Like, I'm sorry, but basically it would track through the house and it's gritty. You can't walk barefoot because you got grit on your feet from the sand. That was one of my pet peeves with that sandbox. And then it would be in her hair. And I sent you a picture, Alonda, of that hair. So you know you know how that hair is. So it's a lot of work. So just imagine, I'm not planning to wash it, but I got to wash it because of that. She says, I have foster kids. I want one of those glitter glue things. Yeah. And I like to wear glitter and all, but I don't even buy shirts anymore that's glitter because it'll come off in the wash. Yeah, I'm just kind of like a glitter. The glitter put a damper on all things glitter. My daughter's walking around in my heel. So.
Glitter perfume.
No, that's like a shimmer. That's not glitter, honey. That's different. That's not going to be all over the floor. It's a difference. All right. Healthy Spirit Podcast says sensory thing you showed your video, but not to make it, Alonda. Sorry, hit enter too fast. Okay, I didn't get that, but maybe she did if she got it. She said she does. She just wants one. It sounds like she's saying she just wants one. She doesn't actually want to make it. Oh my gosh. I don't want to make one either. I wouldn't want to make one of those either. Well, you guys, thank you for, you guys sharing all your things. Delilah wants to make one though. He wants to make one. Yeah, that bottle is what she agreed to show us on a tutorial on Tia. Wait, yeah, that bottle is what she agreed to show us a tutorial on Tia. Yeah, that bottle. Oh my gosh, use a plastic bag to get up the glitter. It sticks to it. I know, Twan, but I don't even want to have to do that. I don't even want to have to pick it up. But now my daughter's at the age where she can pick it up herself, but she just doesn't do a thorough job. It's so funny. I'm one of those people. Now I feel like my office has a lot going on, but I'm very like structured, detail oriented. Everything is clean, organized where it needs to be. And so it's so funny. I took my daughter to the movies the day I interviewed Alonda. We probably could have talked for 3 hours, but I had to go because I told my daughter I was taking her to the movies and we were meeting a friend. So we get there with the friend. The mom wanted to know if I could drop her off, the friend, at her dad's house after the movie. And it was a school night the next day. So I did. And so when we get the daughter got my car, she's like, she was so stunned. Well, I have an SUV. She was so stunned. And she said, is this how your car looks all the time? And I said, yes. I said, what do you mean? Like all the time? She's like, is it always this clean? And I said, yes. And she's like, really? I said, you've never seen a clean car? She said, not like this. And she said, is it new? I said, well, it's an updated model, but it's not new. I've had it for over a year or it's been a year, I think. And she's like, oh my goodness. She's like, I'm not used to this. She said, how do you do it? I said, well, when we use something, we pick it up. When we drop it, we pick it up. When we dirty it up, we clean it up. And she just thought that was the funniest thing. She was so stunned by that. So, yeah. So I'm like one of those people, like me and mess and glitter and all of that. We do not work. Well, when I learned to make it, I'll make you one and ship it. Oh no, I don't want it. You know, my daughter made one of those she made one of those in one of her classes, and guess where it's sitting pretty? In my garage. She made that glow lamp. She made a lamp. I wish she wasn't allowed to bring that in the house either. That's in the garage. Livy, honey. She says, sorry, typing with one hand, donating plasma. Oh, you guys are multitaskers. You're donating plasma as we speak. Wow, wow, wow. That is so cool. I know you talk about that in your videos. You're like on your way to donate plasma. Tia, I could never be the superhero you are. Tia is busy. You're in school. First of all, you're a mom. I know your boys are older, but you're going to be busy with them when they come. You're in school, which is I know how that is, taking so many classes. Good grief. And then you're on these YouTube streets. You're a content creator. You're giving plasma. You have a part-time job. I am tired just thinking about all the things that you do. Oh my goodness. Well, we've been on here for 2.5 hours. I appreciate you all joining me on a Sunday afternoon. I am encouraged. I am hopeful. I'm ready to enjoy my break. So some of you, I'm sure I'll be calling just to chat and say hello. And check my community tab. I'm going to be posting things. I'm going to be posting a lot of videos because guess what? I'm free to do that. I have some time on my hands, so I'll be posting. I'm going to be planning for my other channel too, though. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But thank you, Mindy. Love you. Thank you for stopping in, everybody, and joining me on the afternoon and for encouraging me. And I hope you stay encouraged too. And you guys have a great weekend. If I don't see you on Christmas night, have a great Christmas. I'll see you. What's today? Sunday. Yeah. Hopefully I'll see people in Taisha's live on Monday. And anybody else, if you're going live, let me know and I'll spread that love too and post it. And of course I'll be there. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Yay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. That's a great way to end it. Have a happy Sunday.